streaming. All right. Well, hello and welcome to the Familiar Evils YouTube channel. Today we're delving into the adventure Prisoner 13 from Keys to the Golden Vault, or Keys for the Golden Vault, a one-shot adventure tied to the location Revels End, featured in the upcoming Dungeons & Dragons movie Honor Among Thieves. Our heroes will be tested not simply in brawn, but in their wits as they endeavor to break out a notorious criminal numbered Prisoner 13. All right, so hey everybody. I'm gonna start us off with a little introduction to the adventure. You've all technically read it already, but that's not a big deal. I wanted to make sure you knew what was going on. But you are operatives of the Golden Vault. As such, you, as a group, have been given an ornate golden key-operated music box. The Golden Vault is a mysterious organization which works to maintain justice and peace through underground and sometimes illegal means. Each of you have in the past caught the interest of this group through impressive and or heroic deeds and the particular set of skills used to perform them. One fine misty morning on the first day of night, all you wake up within the seaside tavern of the Grey Griffin, in the dock ward of Waterdeep, having been delivered a golden key or a ticket for a new mission, and not a day late either, having nearly spent the last of your gold. In a room together, Vanya inserts the key into the box, the lid pops open, and a soothing voice says the following. Greetings, operatives. We have discovered the location of a great dwarven treasure, but only the prisoner incarcerated within the prison's Revels End knows how to access the vault. This quest, should you choose to undertake it, requires you travel to the prison, infiltrate it, and learn how to access the treasure from the prisoner. Return this information to the dwarf known as Varen Axebreaker, who will brief you on the details of the mission. Good luck, operatives. Eventually, you meet up with this individual, and before you, you see a stout dwarf with a proud bearing and a regal air. His dark hair and beard are braided with silver rings and beads. He wears a fine robe over a polished breastplate. He greets you with a warm smile and a firm handshake, introducing himself as Varen Axebreaker, a noble of Clan Axebreaker. He tells you that he has a matter of great importance to discuss with you, and asks if you would be willing to lend him your aid. He says that he seeks to recover a lost key that belongs to his family, a key that could unlock a hidden vault of ancient secrets and treasures. He says that he has traced the key to the nearby ruin. Not ruin, I didn't proofread some of this. That's okay. Basically, there's somebody who stole a lot of money and hid it away in a vault within Craghammer, or not Craghammer. Did I say Craghammer? The Gauntlgrim is the name of it. Deep within Gauntlgrim, and these dwarves can't get to it. He says, "Thank you for hearing me out. My name is Varen Axebreaker, and I have a proposition for you. My clan has located wealth stolen from us many years ago, but it's sealed in the vault. That's magically locked. If you can recover the key, whatever it is, you'll gain the undying gratitude of Clan Axebreaker, and I'll cut you in a percentage of the recovered treasure, of course. The catch here is that the person who knows to open the vault is rotting away in the prison of Revels End. She's proved uncooperative with my people in the past, but recently I discovered the vault where she hid what was stolen from us. I need you to question her and learn how to open the vault. How you do that is up to you. If you need to spring her from the prison in exchange for this information, please do. I can provide you with a way in, as well as the layout of Revels End and a few useful tricks." He gives you an interesting faceted sapphire the size of a small orange and places it on the table. He waves his hand over the gem, and a glowing blue image of a building floor plan appears in the air above it. He taps the gem, and the images vanish. The sapphire splits into sections, and he passes one fragment to each of you. The fragment grows warm in your hand, melts, and then vanishes, leaving a warm, tingling sensation behind. Think about the map of Revels End, and you will be able to see it. You have, having accepted this perilous task from Baron, you know, now knowing not what the actual identity or importance of this prisoner, only that their prison ID is Prisoner 13, and that Baron has promised you a fortune for their release. You make your way to Luskan, the city of sails, where lawlessness and piracy reign supreme, There you were greeted by Bethra, a stout dwarf with a keen eye and a sharp tongue. She is one of Varen's agents, and she provides you with the means to infiltrate Revels End. She hands you uniforms and documents that mark you as either guards or cooks, depending on your preference. She instructs you to board the Jolly Pelican, a vessel that regularly ferries staff to and from the prison. Now, I will let you all know to think about this as I finish this out, that you are able to choose what the name of the person you are replacing is. And she would have basically assigned that name to you. So spend some time thinking about that if you are staff who's replacing anyone. Those of you who are in crates, namely the small characters, you do not have to worry about that. You just have to worry about not getting caught. The following dawn, you join the rest of the crew on the ship and embark on your journey. The trip will last 3 days if the weather and sea are kind. You do your best to act natural and avoid drawing attention to yourselves. Use false names that Bethra assigned you, betting on that none of the other staff will recognize you as imposters. As the ship sails north, you witness the scenery transform from verdant hills and woodlands to jagged cliffs and snow-covered peaks. The temperature drops and the wind howls. You spot icebergs and glaciers looming in the horizon. Then you see Revels End. It is a grim fortress of stone hewn from a massive rock that juts out of the cliff like a blade. A central spire rises above the rest of the structure, and a faint light glimmers from its narrow windows. 4 smaller spires stand at the corners of the fortress, and you can make out the silhouettes of guards on their roofs. The air is frigid and biting, and you feel your breath freeze in your lungs. Cold threatens to sap your strength and will unless you are well protected or accustomed to such harsh climates. The prison is well guarded, and each spire has a trio of watchful sentries in thick clothing. If anything unusual catches their eye or ear, be it a ship on the horizon, a band of visitors, or a beast in the sky, one of them will rush down to warn the rest of the prison, while the others remain vigilant. You arrive as a strong storm begins hitting the area, causing the boat to creak and bow violently, making it for a rough docking. Guards greet you all as your feet hit the dock, escorting you into the prison. The wind shrieks as you line up behind the guards. When the shrieks blows past you all, and blood sprays from the shoulder of one man whose shoulder plate is ripped off. One guard yells out, "Harpies!" Go ahead and roll initiative in just a moment as I go ahead and pull you all over to the map. You're starting off with combat.
Oh, fuck.
Yep. Now, some of you are technically hidden in boxes. You can see, but you want to be very careful about what you do. Those of you who are guards, it'll make more sense when you pull out a sword or an axe and you fight. But those of you who are, say, like kitchen staff, you're going to have to be a little careful and sneaky about what you're doing. And those of you in boxes will have to be a little sneaky as well.
Can we have a quick aside with the other players here? To go over this guard versus cook thing.
Yeah.
So, Arena, you're guard, right?
Yeah. I figured I would be able to fit in with them.
How about Vanya?
Guard, probably.
Okay, so the hidden ones are Gazavir and Glenro.
You can just call it Gazvir Gaz.
Gaz, okay, and Glenro the wizard. He's also hidden.
Yeah, why don't you all go ahead and real quick go over your characters, and I will just call off who's starting. So I'm just going to start at the top of the Discord channel. Josh, go ahead and explain your character.
Yes.
Their name.
Yep, my character is Gazvir Rappledipple, otherwise known as Gaz for short. Gnome Artificer, armorer. He likes to put ones over on people more powerful than him, apparently. So we're gonna have fun with that.
All right. Next is Sinner.
I am playing Irina Krogtank. She is a Path of the Wild Magic Barbarian, and she's going to try and fit in as a guard.
All right. After that is Teresa.
I am playing a Tabaxi thief rogue, and I'm very good at what I do.
What is your Tabaxi's name? Let everybody know.
For all intents and purposes, my known name is Nekhawal Grand Stitch. But those who are not of my clan just call me Stitch.
Stitch.
Ohana means family.
And family means no better just left behind
Or forgotten.
Ohana.
or forgotten.
I knew that was going to happen.
Sorry, I forgot that.
Yeah, I know. I was slow. Throw the softball.
Sometimes you gotta do
I
it.
think, I think I found my gnome voice.
That one will kill you after a while.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
It'd be like if I spent too much time doing my Gurmit voice. Alright, let's see. Who is on turn order real quick? I probably should have set this as... Matter of fact, actually, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove all the turns real quick. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this harpy, put it over here, and then copy a guard, put it over here. So this is a nice little thing to do as a DM. Is just don't give individual initiative to every single enemy you have on the board, and just give them a single initiative to share. And don't put every damn token on like I just did a moment ago. So we've got Gazavir at a 22.
Yeah, rolled really good.
Yeah.
Too bad I'm in a box still.
All right, let's see. Just remember, you can, if you click on your token, shift double click, and then go to your character sheet and click initiative, it should pop you onto the board automatically.
Yeah, I can't see anything, so I couldn't do that, unfortunately.
Oh, you can't see anything?
No, I thought maybe it's because I'm in a crate.
Can you see things now?
No, it's all black.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
it's
some
black.
reason, your vision, despite the fact that I gave you it, went away. You should have dark vision as a rock gnome.
That's right, I like to rock.
Stitch should have... Yeah, Vanya has theirs.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I think you might be the only one that actually got forgotten on that. Everybody else should be able to see.
Gone, but not forgotten.
Yeah,
Well,
I
not
see
forgotten,
just fine.
but not gone. There we go.
All right, that's an 8 initiative for Vanya. What is... I need Glenroe.
13.
13. Irina.
That'll be a 10.
10. Zara.
8.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing Stitch. Stitch is a 15.
Correct.
All right. Descending. And then I'll go ahead and throw on some battle music after I turn this down a little bit, because if I throw on this battle music the way it is now, it'll blast your ears.
Yeah. We should continue introducing characters, yeah?
Yes. So,
Somebody's anxious to describe their character.
that would be Tommy next. Go ahead and introduce your character.
Sure. I think the character playing did like they're a fairy wizard, like whom I decided to name Glenroe.
Yep, we got the fairy wizard here. You are, if I remember correctly, I mean, I made the character.
Simply,
A divination. You are a divination,
divination.
wizard. Make
And
sure
also
to.
presumably in a box.
Yep, he is.
I would assume.
You are currently in a box. You are. Make sure to roll your 2d20s. Mark what those are, and you can just change your roll, anybody's roll at whim, with those.
What?
I love divination wizards.
Yeah,
so
divination
much.
wizards are very interesting. All right. Now, that would bring us to you, Layla.
Yes. So my character's name is Vanya Lacrimos. She is a, oh my goodness, losing my words, human College of Whispers bard. And the most notable thing about her, other than she's looking honestly fantastic in that guard suit, is that she has very piercing blue eyes. They're honestly, I would say, brighter than the color of the sky most days.
All right. Then that's brings us to our last player, Vikar.
I am Zara. I am a Vandry, and I am a drow monk of shadows, and so I'm functioning as a cook here because, I don't need weapons. But that's it. I like shiny stuff, but I'm very loyal to my friends, and that's it.
All right. Well, that brings us to the top of the order with Gazavir. You're in a box.
Yes.
You're kind of surrounded by hay and wood shavings that are meant to be its packaging, but there is in each of these boxes a hole at one end, so you can see.
I see how many guards have ranged weapons.
Every single one of these guards have a longsword and a heavy crossbow. Or
Okay.
I should say a longsword, a short sword, and a heavy crossbow.
Okay. I think it's safe to say that Gaz already has his armor on since he's trying to be sneaky.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah,
And
and
so,
you're an armorer, so you can actually have it where you do not have disadvantage on stealth checks. If you have
Infiltrator, yeah. Yep, that's definitely what he's going with since they're trying to be sneaky.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to think that he already has that up. But I'm not gonna use his gem launcher. I am just gonna, if I can, I'm gonna look for the harpy and try to stick out the crossbow a little bit without being noticed.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Just wait for the guards to fire before I actually fire.
Sounds good.
So, yeah.
So you're going to hold for the guard's turn and take your shot.
Yeah, that way I blend in.
Sounds perfect. So then that would be Stitch next. Stitch, are you a guard or a cook?
I am a lowly cook with a gimpy leg, and that's why I have a splint. So,
All right.
I'm looking around. Seeing as how I'm a cook, I probably have a frying pan in hand.
All right. So you have a frying pan in your hand, and you're just kind of waiting for one of the harpies to get close to you?
Yep, that's the best I can do to be an observant, because if I try throwing something, that might give away my hand.
All right. Well, then that brings us to Glenroe for now. Glenroe, you are the smallest person here inside this box. You actually have decent vision because of it. You don't need much space to see out. What do you wish to do?
Okay. Can I use spells from inside the box?
Say again?
Can I use spells from inside the box?
Yeah,
But
you
then,
can.
if you leave the box, then that'd be not a good thing, so it'd likely to blow the cover.
Yeah, so you got to be careful. Yeah, you can't leave the box, and you kind of just got to be careful about where you're shooting at what time and what it is that you're using, because you don't want to get the attention of the guards. Now, they are distracted, obviously, so it should be relatively easy. You just don't want to be obvious. So like you're not gonna throw a fireball out.
No, that'd be strange.
Yeah. That box just casted fireball. Oh my god.
What an amazing box! We
Wait,
need these everywhere.
wait, is somebody there? Must have just been my imagine. Is somebody there?
Must have been the wind.
Is somebody there? Must have been the wind. All right. So what does Glenroe do?
I think maybe like, you know what it's called, like witch bolt.
All right, yeah, you got witch
Actually,
bolt.
actually, maybe that's too much. Maybe it's frostbite on. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good spell. I mean, you're,
Frostbite
yeah.
on this one, it's like behind, and presumably they'll be looking this way and that way. But with this one, they wouldn't be looking this way. They're looking at the guys over here and over here.
Yeah, yeah, that makes
So
absolute sense.
frostbite on this one.
All right. Is that a roll to hit or is that a save?
And like the target must make a Constitution saving throw.
Sounds good. They fail miserably with a 5. So they take the damage. That is for certain.
You are supposed to make a ranged spell attack, by the way.
No, it was frostbite.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
frostbite. Witch
yeah,
bite.
no, this,
witch bolt.
yeah, no,
Alright.
this is cantrip. So,
Yeah, he realized which bolt would not be good because it's
They'd be like,
so the next Okay, so yeah, it takes 4 points of cold damage. Realize something. I'm going to change something about these. Some of these, at least. Yeah, never mind. Doesn't matter. So yeah, you just send out some chill. It has disadvantage on its next attack, and that would bring us to the guards. As the harpy kind of feels the chill about it, the guards go ahead and do their volley. Gazavir, go ahead and roll your attack as they all start shooting.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm in a box, so makes sense. I had a 7, unless I had advantage.
You do have what is it? DM inspiration if you ever want to use it. But if you don't want to right now, yeah, that would be a miss.
Yep, definitely don't want to right now. Seems like a
All right.
poor time to use it.
All right. Well, then that's going to be 10 heavy crossbow attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One of those is a natural 20. So starting off with the 12 here. I love how it's done all the damage, although I don't like that it's all secret right now. These are AC 11. Okay. So let's do minus... Oh. Whatever. I'm gonna start focusing some of these people, actually. Minus 10. Minus 14. Minus 8. And minus 6. So one of them goes down. It's gonna be this one, minus 9. That's a miss, and then a hit for 5 piercing. Another hit, so an additional 15 piercing. So you see one of the harpies go down in a volley, as another one, its feathers get pierced left and right. It screeches as it spins about and maintains staying up. So that brings us to Irina. Oh wait.
All right.
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's you.
I'm gonna pop out one of my javelins
All right.
and chuck it right at this one.
Sounds good.
That'll be a 21 to hit.
definitely hits. These are all AC 11.
Where is there it is? 6.
That's rough. So that'll be 5 points of piercing damage.
All right. So you get it in the hip as it sinks in. The harpy screeches out and grabs the javelin with one of its clawed feet and rips it out and chucks it into the water. That would bring us to the harpies. That one's going to attack you at disadvantage. Makes one claw attack and one with its club. 9 and 14.
A 14 will just hit.
All right. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
This one's going to come for you, Zara. Not at disadvantage. But that's an 11 and a natural 1. I'm going to say you have advantage on an attack on this thing when it's your turn. And you have advantage on basically hiding that you are attacking this thing. You can essentially brush it off with no. As a matter of fact, I won't have you make a check on that.
Okay.
This harpy is flying off. It's at 9 HP. It's getting the heck out of here. These two are going to try and swoop by and attack the veterans. That is 6, 16, 11, 12. I think they're all AC 18, or no, 17. So technically none of those hit. So they fly by. It's about here. These guards. One-handed. This one, 2. It's actually all of them technically could take those hits. I'm going to say 4 of them go for those hits. They have the not too distracted to do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 13, 13, 18, natural 1. So 8, 11. So it's 19. 19 goes up to 27 on one of these harpies. So this thing gets slashed up as it tries to swoop in on them. This harpy back here is going to go for you, Stitch. Actually, no, this one's going to go for Vanya, and then this one's going to go for Stitch.
Alrighty.
That is an 11 and a 17 against Vanya. 17 should hit. Wait,
Yeah.
it's actually wrong. So you take 4 points of bludgeoning. Go ahead and roll to hit Stitch.
I'm gonna have to use what, just a d20 or
You could like hide the fact that you're using a dagger at that close range. You could basically pretend to be using the your
I'll go with it.
yeah, with your frying pan, and then kind of just go for the cut with the dagger instead.
And there we have it, 20.
All right, that hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
How the hell did it? Oh, do
The
I get
heck?
no?
No, that's
Don't look at me.
no. It should be plus your dexterity. I don't know why it's doing that. Give me a second.
All right,
So
no worries.
that would
I
have
didn't do
not
it.
been -1. That should have been, if I go into your situation here, it would have been +4. So you would have dealt 5 piercing damage.
The moment you
Alrighty.
realize you're fighting an immortal.
All right. Boom, 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 boom. These harpies are going to do the same thing. Swoop in on these guys, and then right after that, it'll be to Zara. 17, or so 21, 17, 12, 8, 17, 9. 21 hits, 17 hits, and 17 hits. 10 points of damage overall. I'll say they kind of swoop in and take this guy at the same time from opposing views or vantage points. Fly past, and that will be an additional, I'm going to say 2 attacks of opportunity. 22 and 10, so that's 11 slashing to one of them. And that brings us to Zara.
Well, since I'm a monk, I think I'll just punch the person. That shouldn't need to be disguised.
Yeah, you should be like, ah!
Get back off, fiend!
Just pretend it's a lucky hit.
Yeah, 22. I'm pretty sure that hit.
22 hits. Go ahead and I just want to get a performance check, I think. Let me see. No, make me deception at advantage. I just want to see how you do. I feel like you're...
I have... I'm better at perform... Oh, no, that's perception. Yeah, okay, let me roll. 12.
That's actually enough. That's a pretty low DC. You're in the middle of a fight in a storm, and you know you're not doing anything too crazy. So how much damage did you do?
8 points bludgeoning.
8 points of bludgeoning. Smack this harpy in the face with a backhand. I think technically you... Oh yeah, you can do a bonus action attack with your other... with your unarmed strike.
Oh, I can? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with monks. No, I only got an 8.
All right, yeah. So then that misses, which brings us
So
to...
did you say one was at advantage? The first one was at advantage.
Yeah, it would be at advantage. Both of them will be at advantage.
Okay.
So crit fish if you wish.
Okay, first one was no. Second one was 25, so
That hits. So just roll the damage dice and don't add anything.
four.
All right, very good. You kind of do like what looks like just random punches and slaps, and manage to get 2 pretty good hits in on this harpy, bringing us to Vanya.
Okay. So there's a harpy on me, basically.
Yes.
I think what I'm gonna do is, for some reason, I'm imagining a hat on this guard outfit. And I'm imagining her kind of moving away a little bit and tucking it down. And I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at level 1.
All right.
You know the whistle from the second Puss in Boots movie that Death has?
I've never actually seen that movie, so unfortunately,
Holy
no.
shit, let me play it. It's wonderful. I have it pulled up.
How do you play it for us?
Hold on. Come on. I have a YouTube video pulled up. I don't know if you can hear that at all.
Kind of.
But basically, that for anybody watching as well.
It mixes into the wind with a haunting tune.
And I need this harpy to roll a wisdom saving throw.
All right. 6.
Yeah, nope. Okay, 1 second. Let me roll my damage. Hell yeah. That is going to be 11 psychic damage.
Ooh.
And it's going to immediately use its reaction to get the fuck away from me.
All right. You can make an opportunity attack with that. So use this reaction
I would
to
love
move.
to. I'm going to use my rapier.
Go ahead and give me a deception check as well.
A
Or
deception
wait, no, you're a
check?
guard. You're a guard. Never mind.
Oh, gotcha,
You don't need
to. Natural 20 on that reaction hit.
Ooh. God damn.
I know, I'm slaying out the gate.
Hell yeah.
Hold on with one moment. I need to find myself a D8. Damn, all of them are in the bottom. Okay. 13 piercing damage.
Damn. Okay. Give me a second. I was just fixing something really quick.
No worries.
So you said 13 piercing damage?
Yes, sir.
All right, you stab this thing right in the back as it's flying away, and it screeches out as it's fleeing you. You did more than half its HP in a single hit. Harpies are not weak. Let's just say that. But this one is GTF, is just getting the hell out of here. It does not want anything to do with you guys now. Which brings us to Gazavir. You see this thing running away, technically.
Yeah, if Gas wasn't like trying to be silent, you know, in this box, he'd definitely be cheering on Vanya. But now he's got a choice between Zara or Stitch with this one with the harpies, and he's gonna think to himself, "Ohana," and he'll choose to help Stitch out when the rest of the guards fire again.
I would say that you could probably, yeah, okay. Just go ahead and make the attack now, and I'll deal the damage.
Alrighty. Gotcha.
But then that's also going to bring us to Stitch right after.
Okie dokie. So, if the harpy is still on me, I'm gonna take another swing, but I'm gonna make sure that I got.
Either
I'm gonna
way,
use my claws,
All right.
because in that way, it's a little bit more plausible. Oh shit.
You can do an offhand attack as well.
Okay, so that would be sneak attack.
No, it wouldn't be, because there's nobody else within 5 feet of it, technically.
All right, dagger. There we go.
12 hits.
Ooh, okay. Hey, poke it again. Here, birdie. Here, birdie.
Slashing it back and forth. This thing hasn't hit you yet. You haven't dealt a ton of damage to it, but you're definitely frustrating it, and it's seeing several of its allies running. Things are looking a little desperate for the harpies already, as they're not getting the clear victories on anything here. That brings us to Glenroe.
Come, birdie. I have a pot for you.
Are you there, Tommy?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is your turn. You've got a harpy here that has been attacking Irina, or you have the harpy that's running away. So these are the two that are probably the easiest for you to
I
hit.
think it'd probably be alarming if like the one that's running away were to explode. So I'm gonna target the one right here.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, with frostbite again, because that's the most spells that doesn't look like a problem.
You said that's a Constitution saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it gets a natural 20.
What?
Yeah, that's hefty. hit
This
for
harpy's
harpy.
wearing it. This way harpy's wearing a sweater.
So like, what? Do I become cold or something instead?
No, nothing happens to you. It just saves. Unless you, for some reason, wanted to use a portent to make it fail if you have the rolls for it. But I don't. I'm assuming
No,
you don't
just
want to
leave
use
it
that
the way
yet.
it is. It's just frostbite.
Heavy crossbow. It's gonna do 10 heavy crossbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gonna go for the weakest ones first. 12 hits for. I'm gonna say that deletes it. It's like 1 HP off. It's fine. 10 to hit misses, 8 to hit misses, 20 to hit for 7 piercing. On this one here, they're gonna start focusing some of the closer ones. 11 These guards are pretty good at fighting together. They take commands, and this one actually, for 21 piercing on a crit, is actually going to hit another one. And then there's the 17 to hit 10, takes out that one. 18 to hit for 7 on that one. And then the last one's a miss. So one harpy goes down as the other one. Once again, they take one harpy down, and then the other one's nearly taken out immediately after. The harpies are starting to scatter about, as some are not quite getting the grasp of what's going on. That would include the one in front of you, Irina. It seems to not really understand how bad things are going for them already.
It will, because now it's in melee range.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm gonna bring out my great axe, which is almost as big as me. It's about as big as me.
Yes.
Sitting at a strong 3'8". Now I'm gonna take a swing. That's 18 on the die, so 24.
Nice. Yep, that hits.
And a massive D12
Feels good.
for 10 points of slashing damage.
All right. This thing definitely suddenly, now that it's bloodied, gets a sudden shock of what in the world's going on here. Is that everything you do?
Yeah.
That
I
one
don't have
turns
2 attacks.
That one, out of instinct, attacks you
Mm-hmm.
for a 10 and a 5. Both miss.
Nope.
And then turns about and runs, seeing that neither of those hit.
I'm gonna take that opportunity attack.
Absolutely.
17 to hit
That hits.
for 9 more points of slashing damage.
All right, so that one nearly goes down as well. They're all basically limping out of there, as that brings us to this harpy is looking about, seeing if there's actually anybody weak. Realizing there isn't, is going to fly off 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. It's going to do the same thing with this one. Go that direction. This one's going to do the same thing. Same thing here. So they're already scattering. This one is still fighting you, Zara, as it goes for an attack on you.
It's brilliant. Miss. Miss.
Oh, the 16 misses?
I have a 17.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. This one is going to turn about and run as well. So you can take an opportunity attack if you wish.
Yeah, I don't think so. I rolled that one.
All right. Either way. Oh, well, this one definitely is going to try and make its attacks before it realizes what's going on. That is a 20 and a 7. So the 20 hits for the claws against Stitch for 6 slashing.
Okay.
And then is going to run away. If you wish, you can make an opportunity attack as well.
Oh, by gods, yes. Dagger. Shit, I missed.
Well, it gets away without being further injured by you. That is all of the harpies as they split off and GTFO.
Dang it, now I don't got nothing for the pot.
One of the guards laughs and says, "This must not be your first time here." Harpy's kind of tough, though. So, I going to open 13. Let's do Revels End. Let's do a pop-up window for that, so it won't technically show up for anybody else.
Right. Riker, important question.
Yes, what is this important question?
Do we level?
At the end of the session. Oh, is it
Sorry, I
really
had
going to
get
do
that
that
out
to
of the
me?
way.
What the heck just happened? There we go. I might have to refresh real quick. Sorry. Edit this out of the future video.
Oh no, our omnipotent one's gone. Oh, in the back. Okay.
Yep. Let's do. All right. All right. So, after the debacle with the harpies, after several of them die, some of them were attacking the upper parapets. The prison guards bring you all in. You go up a crane that pulls you up into the top end of this area as they lead you in. The frigid winds causing it to shake rather concerningly, and this constant feeling like it should have broken by now, but it maintains. It brings you up to the top from this frigid cold. You walk in, and suddenly the temperature shifts dramatically. A little much, to be honest, it feels like, because you go from what was 0 degrees to 68 degrees Fahrenheit in moments. For you, Gazavir, your goggles start to fog up within the box from the sudden change in heat. It's a little obnoxious. So, R2, not R2D2. So you come into these stark, blackened stone hallways as those of you who are guards are led towards the barracks. And then the kitchens are where everyone else goes, including those in boxes at the moment. So the boxes are delivered into the kitchens. And go ahead and pull this back open. Should be getting inside. Oh yeah, I have that technically here. So I can go to... No, I don't. Guardians confiscated characters. No, that's not what you guys did. Yeah, so characters posing as guards are taken to the barracks. Area R19. So we'll start with you, those of you who are guards. R19. A door in the spiral staircase leads into a large room filled with wooden bunk beds. There are narrow slits in the north, west, and south walls. Footlockers and armor racks accompany each bed. Spiral staircase, or spiral stairs, continue up past the door. So, let's see. We've got Irina as a guard, Vanya as a guard, and I think that's literally it. Zara and Stitch, you are both in the other place, so I'm going to pull you over here. Actually, it'd be kind of funny to have you all in pairs of twos. So I'm going to say Gazavir and Glyn, you go into your own areas as well. So, Vanya and Irina. There is... yeah, R19. It's 18. There you go. The two of you should find yourselves at the very bottom of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, it'd be like in the center of the building.
I'm still on the Open sea.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't
Oh,
talking
okay.
to you. It's all good. Talking to our guards. So that's where the two of you are right now, as the new guards are kind of brushing off, getting whatever snow is left on them from the outside, shaking out their boots, and getting a bit of rest from the trip here. That would bring us to characters posing as cooks are delivered into the kitchen of Area R8, which would be Zara and Stitch. Let's see.
Indeed, indeed.
So you two head in there. And let me go ahead and describe that for you. Six cooks take shifts here, working in pairs to produce meals for the prisoners and staff. The kitchen contains everything one would expect to see, as well as an iron stove and a pump that draws water from a magically heated cistern on the roof. Off-duty cooks sleep in the largest of 3 rooms west of the kitchen. The side room is lit by continual flame spells, and the middle side room, not heated unlike the rest of the prison, is used for cold storage. The smallest side room is a well-stocked pantry. So you come in and you're kind of given a little bit of a break, but they're saying, you know, we're gonna have to get cooking pretty soon. One of the cooks is like, perhaps it looks to you, Stitch, and sees that you're kind of cut up a little bit, and says that maybe you might want to go get that checked.
Yes, I would very much love to go to the infirmary.
Well,
I don't know what those
Hey,
harpies.
Stitch, let me help you with that limp you have. You know, give me directions.
What is actually your cover names? Because it's not going to be Stitch in this situation. You all have cover names, and you were given the opportunity to think of what they are. So take a moment to think about that, and tell each other what your names are, and I'll write them down. Let's say in Discord.
My cover name is Drada.
Drada. All right. I'm going to throw that in Threads channel, I suppose. You said Drada, right? So, Drada.
Say, Popak, let me help you. I'll help you get over there. Those harpies were pretty rough. I'm feeling a little shaky myself.
The cooks are just like, all right, but don't waste a lot of time.
Sure. You got it. We'll be back. I'll throw my knife, my thing. I have a knife roll with a bandolier I throw over my shoulder. Or I have over my shoulder. It's part of my cover.
All right. Kitchen area. So the person you report to is Chef Tiny Tulane. He's a hulking, jovial man who carries an enormous saucepan instead of a heavy crossbow. This is the individual that you, Zara, and Stitch have met and has told you to, okay, yeah, go ahead, do that. Where does it say? Okay, so small characters who are stowed away in the supply crates are taken to either the storeroom, the kitchen's cold storage, or the pantry, the northernmost room off of R8. So let's see, R13, where is that?
Yeah, our map doesn't have numbers, so that doesn't make any sense.
There you two are. So Gazavir and Glynn, you are now in R13. You should see that your sights have changed.
Yes.
So, scroll up a
So
little too
lonely
far.
here.
Supplies are stored here in crates and other containers. At present, the prison appears to have a stockpile of enough necessities to continue operations for probably like 6 months. But yeah, you're surrounded by lots and lots of crates, which is kind of nice. It's almost like a miniature storeroom that you would have seen at the end of the first Indiana Jones movie, like with all the rows and rows of boxes. It's just a much smaller version of that. So there's plenty of storage and plenty of areas to kind of sneak through. At the moment, you don't see anybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all the turns. And then I'm going to say, Gazavir, you are going to represent you and Glenn.
All right.
Zara, you represent you and Stitch. And then
All right, represent.
Vanya and Irina do, let's see. I'm just gonna roll. 1d2. Vanya's 1, Irina's 2. All right, Vanya, you represent team 3. So 1, 2, 3. So this will kind of give us a decision path for everybody, and I should replay that. Actually loop it. There we go.
Did we have a like an agreement made before this to where we'd like to meet?
Yeah, go ahead and talk about what
storage.
your plans were. You were all going to meet in R13 storage?
That's what I think would have been the most likely, because we have people that were going to be in the storage. So me and Stitch have we're ready to walk over to the storage. We just happened to go left and go the long way around to the hospital and stop by the storage thing.
All right.
I needed some herbs and spices for my cooking.
So do they all not have like all their gear and stuff? Like, is their gear hidden away in storage as well? Or do they have their gear on
Actually,
the
yeah, some of you have your gear stored away in storage. That would be Zara and Stitch. The two of you have your gear stored away in R13. Other than like small things.
Strictly speaking, I have my stuff in a portable hole.
Yeah,
I have my cover stuff in the storage there.
Yeah. So
I'll get
whatever you could feasibly sneak in with you, anything else would currently be in storage.
I'll like look for everyone's stuff and start getting it out and sorting it for them.
All right, go ahead and make me just a stealth check at advantage. I'm just going to say that Glenn, or actually no, just the two of you make me stealth checks. Luckily, neither of you had to do this at disadvantage.
Yeah, I could have.
So 17.
Yeah.
And then that would be Glenn. Glenn Rowe, go ahead and make me a stealth check as well.
Let's see what my stealth is.
Most of you should have pretty good stealth. I think the only person here who technically doesn't have good stealth is Irina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Nice.
Nice.
I don't know why it's saying I have heavy armor when scale mail is medium, isn't it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Either way, it's you have the ability to make it not have disadvantage anyways. But I think scale mail in general still gives disadvantage, even though it's medium armor, because it is a kind of a metal armor.
And strictly speaking, game terms, you usually want to have a breastplate at that at some point, because it's better armor without the stuff.
So the hospital is R4, which would be as you turn right. You would have to turn right to get to R4, and you said you take the long way around, so you kind of go south.
Yeah, because I want to hit the storage. So I figured that's where we would meet up. What do you think, Vanya? Or
You're with Stitch, aren't you?
Yeah, you're with Stitch.
I know, but I was thinking we were saying where would we meet up?
Oh yeah, so this is kind of out of character at the moment. You would have. You're basically talking about what you would have talked about before getting here, what your plans were, because you do have access to the map. You should see it's under player handouts at the bottom. Yeah, you'll see a map.
I figured we would have planned to meet at the storage since we would have had two people stuck in the storage, and then me and Stitch have got an excuse to be walking around you guys are guards, you can just walk over there too. You know, like, hey, I need my stuff.
I mean, there is a patrol, and so the two of them could basically fit in with a patrol, or as a patrol, like the two of them, and could sort of switch off. But real quick, there is some stuff that y'all need to roll. So we're at a suspicion level 1, which means basically nothing. Just consider it like a 0. So I need let's see. There's a level. The current suspicion level is reduced by 1 every 8 hours if the person's staff detects no suspicious activity during that time. There's a patrol dice. So roll a die based on the current suspicion level when a character enters a patrol route to see if they encounter a guard patrol. So then the DC of charisma check made against the prison staff or ability check made to avoid patrols is set by the current suspicion level. So, but essentially, patrols. I'm just gonna say at a 18 or 20, you will encounter a guard patrol. So those of you who are moving through, so I'm going to say, so as Gazavir has already done his thing, or Gazavir group has done everything they need to do at the moment. Zara, go ahead and roll me a D20, since you were representing group 2.
Okay, I'm me. Is that what you said?
Yeah, just roll a straight D20.
11.
11. You do not come up to against any guards at the moment. So you head down and around. You get outside of R13 here. Vanya, I would say you don't need to make this roll, as eventually you kind of have to wait a little bit. They haven't quite yet made your rotation, but you're not gonna, slow and steady wins the race here. So you wait a little bit, take your patrol, and then scurry into room R13, where you all end up meeting up. Unless you're wishing to do something else, Vanya and Irina.
I'm good with that.
I'm good with that.
All right.
People want to come see me. Yay.
So you all end up meeting in R13 as you
I checked the back.
as you pass in and out of the boxes here.
Guys will go ahead and hand Stitch and Zara their stuff that they had packed away here.
I would say you've had the time, Stitch, for a short rest at this point for the wait that you had to do for Vanya and Irina. So if you wish, you can roll a number of D8s, I believe, is your hit dice, plus your constitution. Well, it would be minus your constitution, technically.
Yeah,
So D8 minus 1, 2. So 2.
I checked the bathroom, make sure there's no one in there.
So you're at 24 to 28.
Here. Bathroom is just created in the corner.
There is a door here that if you wish to try
On
and
the
get
map,
through.
it says privy.
Also, you were able to, with the press of a button, technically, like, you would mentally press the location on the map to open any one door at a time. You can't have more than one area kind of opened up, and there's like an anti-magic zone in the center. So you have the ability to open these areas with your map. Let me go ahead and see if I can find where it talks about that, so I can kind of give you a better
Can we open?
sure.
And just to let you know, the only thing that I had to pack away was my short bow.
All right.
Yeah, that's not a good cooking implement.
I mean, technically, if you think about it, it is. I mean, you don't necessarily cook with it, but it's a good implement to get what you're cooking.
Making so that opening the map opening thing, but that doesn't work in the anti-magic zone though, right?
No, it will open the doors even in the anti-magic zones. Basically, it's just you have the like an override ability on
Got it.
doors.
Got it.
I'm just double checking which ones those are as you all discuss what exactly you're going to do from here.
Okay, so my thought is when we go into the infirmary, we nix some sedatives, tranquilizers.
And use them on ourselves. Oh
Well,
no,
given
seriously.
the fact that we were attacked by harpies, sure.
I'm guessing you meant your suggestion is to knock out some guards or something like that,
Yeah, or give them
or
dysentery.
cooks. Yeah, there we go. Well, so we're in the kitchen, so we can give food we can produce the food for the guards.
Stitch, you had heard a warning from the individual you work directly with, Chef Tiny Tulane, the guy you are technically working for here, to be careful about what medicine they give you at the infirmary, because they have sometimes been known to accidentally mix in the wrong crap. Like he's basically like, don't let them poison you on accident.
So don't take anything they give you, or say I'll take it later.
Yeah, just basically be careful about what they give you. But it does make you think. Technically, there is poison in that room.
Hello, E. coli.
Food poisoning outbreak could definitely be a distraction.
Is there any rat killer?
In the storage room?
Yeah.
No, they don't get rats here. It's too cold.
That's right. We're on a fucking island.
Yeah, you're on an island, a frozen island in the north.
Well, I got a question. So, what about how are we going to? Okay, so we have the ability to open the door where the prisoner's at. Do we want to make a plan on how to actually get the person? Like, do you two that are the guards want to for your rounds, let's make a detour to that thing and be like, oh yeah, we need to talk to the prisoner and take him somewhere else, like say the storeroom here or some other location.
I would say that's a good idea, but generally speaking, new guards probably shouldn't be taking prisoners around.
You have an alternate solution?
I would say get eyes on a prisoner who we're supposed to be getting, because we don't even know who they are. So maybe find them, and then let us know. And then we can go from there, at least.
There is time that prisoners are not in their cells. You do know that, and that they are generally escorted about by guards.
So maybe when this time comes where they get to be escorted out, then maybe they can take them.
Okay. Well, I do like the idea of getting eyes on the prisoners. Okay, hey, we got to get back. Do we want to arrange a meeting in another? So we don't have a fixed time frame for this, right? So we don't have to.
You're going to want to get it done sooner rather than later, but you don't have like a crazy set time frame. Let's say you have like a day or two.
Oh, Riker, I know there's not really maybe rat poison and rat problems here, but is there any prisoner problem things here for like when a prisoner's too rowdy and they want to make them go to sleep and not wake up?
No, not really. There's not like a poison, sleep poison, or anything like that.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
I was just trying to.
Hey, look, do we have a plan for how we're going to leave the island?
Give me a second as I grab something as you talk. You get off the island by boat. So basically, you would contact your contact through the stone you were given to be picked up.
Okay.
They are arranging your escape.
Okay. All right. That's something I wanted to know. All right. Well,
So
what do you
then
guys want to
technically
do?
they're
Do you want to
waiting for a
go
signal.
bold, or we want to futz around for 8 hours and then wait until after our shifts and try to? We got to get back to cooking here, so we don't have all day here.
Yeah, maybe we don't go bold just yet. I mean, I'm not one to hide or nothing. Well, yeah, I mean, I am one to hide. Let's be honest, we all are. But I don't think being bold in a prison with a bunch of guards here. I don't know why I'm doing a southern accent right now, but apparently I am. A good idea.
Show enough. Okay. Okay. What about Vanya or Arena, our guard contingent? What do they think?
Well,
They're going to have to be the faces because they're the ones that can actually be around the prisoners.
I believe in Vanya.
we can find the prisoner easy enough. It's just the exit plan. We should probably have one
and Zara,
before we snatch him.
Zara, you do have, if you have noticed in your
the eyeglasses.
Yeah, you have those eyeglasses. So if you can recognize or identify who the person is, you could technically stealth around and then kind of just keep eye contact with them if you get their attention and speak to them telepathically.
Okay,
using your contacts.
Yes. Well, okay. At the risk of raising the suspicion of everyone, I could just walk around to I could sneak over towards where the what is the surveillance?
Oh, the question is, do the chefs, the cooks deliver the food too?
I
we'll do
much doubt that.
Yeah,
all right, so real quick, let me give you some information on the Breakers map. So, cells are highlighted in red and are blanketed in permanent anti-magic. Apparently Prisoner 13's cell is clearly marked. So you do know that they are Prisoner 13 and they have a clearly marked cell. You know they are in the top right-hand corner to the third cell from the first right-hand cell. So if you look at your map, just underneath the hospital is 2 cells, and then the one to just the corner of those 2 below them is Prisoner 13 cell. Doors and hatches. The doors and hatches are sealed with arcane lock spells that only prison staff can bypass. However, while you are within 100 feet of Revels End, the map allows you to use an action to touch the image of a door or hatch and suppress the lock on that portal. While a lock is suppressed, its image turns green. The lock remains suppressed for 1 minute or until another lock is suppressed. Patrol routes. The yellow path marked on the map is the regular patrol route guards take. The usual patrol rotation is once every 20 minutes, but if the guards are suspicious, patrols will likely become more frequent. Vanya and Irina, you know you can't stick around forever. You're supposed to be technically on a route.
Okay, do we want to meet back here and I don't know when our cooking shift is supposed to be over. After that, we'll say, I don't know, say it's 4 hours from now. I don't know. Do we know when that our cooking shift is for?
Yeah, I would say that's fine. That's a reasonable situation to say, like 4 hours.
See if you can get eyes on the prisoner. Me and Stitch can. Wait, I have one more question about the cells. Do the cells have like windows or like like that window you can look into the cell?
Yeah, they're barred. They're barred cells. You can see into them.
Stitch, follow me here on this plan. Tell me what you think here. Stitch, we go to the hospital. I drop you off there. You tell them how your boo-boo hurts or whatever, and give me all the drugs you got. And I'll just say like I'm walking back to the kitchen, but I instead go in the middle towards the cells and just glance in the cell. What do you think? What does everyone think of that plan?
I'd say just be careful. I'll support you in everything you do. You know this.
I'll just say I'm new here. I just got lost. I don't even necessarily, since they're barred, I don't even need to get real close to the cells. I'm just gonna look in there and see if I can see what I can see in there.
Sure thing.
All right. All right. I guess let's do it. Never tell me the odds.
All right, Han Solo.
That's what it says in my character. It says,
Oh
never tell me the
yeah,
odds.
that is true.
Just don't get cast in carbonite, all right?
I'll try not to, but you'll have to rescue me. You'll be my Princess Leia.
You know it. It winks at you.
I point. I give him gun fingers and like, and a smirk. And all right, let's go.
They all gave me crap for that last time I did the gun fingers. They're like, what that's supposed to mean?
That's definitely something Han Solo would do. Give me a break.
Yeah, I know. I'm joking. It's just that in one of the sessions for that you were in for
Yep.
Dragon's Storm at Guile, they messed with me on that
I
one.
remember that. I remember it.
All right,
That does sound familiar. Okay. Anyway, let's. All right. Let's head towards the hospital.
All right, so you're heading towards the hospital, the two of you, Stitch and Zara. But first, we're going to get to Gazavir and Glenroe, as they are on first initiative for this situation. What are the two of you doing?
I would like to think, I guess, like, kind of goes up to Vanny and be like, "You got this. I believe in you. Irina, follow Vanny's lead. You know, you're awesome. You're a fighter, but you're probably our least stealthy one. So, well, I don't know. Maybe not. Surprise me. You're awesome either way. You guys got this."
You guys are hiding out, right? Until we get back, right?
Yeah, I would like to think so.
You're not like lighting fireworks off and drinking and smoking.
we're just getting wasted in the. We're just going
All
through
stoned to the gills.
We're the good stuff now.
All right. So the two of you are kind of just hanging out for now.
What I've actually told, I'm thinking of like the thinking like they're doing just like they're like they're going like look in some of these like some more like out of the way boxes or whatever to see if there's anything potentially handy in them for like later or whatever.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you want to look in the boxes? Yeah, that's kind
They're looking for like boxes that are like out of the way that like wouldn't be seen for the main thing that they've opened, whatever.
Yeah. No, you could go ahead and give me a stealth check at advantage. Well, investigation first. Give me an investigation.
I can help with that too.
Yeah. So add advantage.
Yeah.
Investigation advantage.
Yep.
So 16. That's the higher roll.
Yeah, that works really well. Found a good out of the way box, somewhere for the two of you to hide.
And now the stealth roll.
Add advantage for both of you.
Alrighty.
Whoa.
Hey.
So 20 and 21. You two are pretty good at this. You're kind of seasoned thieves, and you're like the Ocean's 11 of this world. So that brings us to Zara and Stitch, as the two of you head. Well, one of you is heading technically towards the infirmary. While Zara, you said you were kind of taking a detour?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check. And then roll me a d20.
Okay. Okay. Stealth. Hold on. Stealth was only 11, but the D20 was 10.
10. All right. Luckily, you don't run into anybody at the moment. You really only had an 11. Your stealth, holy crap.
I rolled a 5. It was
Ooh.
+6.
So
it was just like, so I'm basically gonna like move to whatever distance I can see into the prison.
Yeah. So
I have extended dark vision, so I don't know if that helps at all.
Oh yeah, you can see a dwarf, a dwarven woman. Bring her to the token layer here.
Can I get eye contact with the person?
Yeah. Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check.
Okay, just a second. Damn, this die is killing me here today. Let's just say I fail. I rolled a 2 plus.
A 2 plus.
Plus 4, so 6.
6. Yeah. So you're trying to get Corda's attention, and you do, but it's a little, the echo, like you throw kind of a rock in there, and the echo from one of the bars kind of resounds through, and you realize that you're not going to have a ton of time. That if you want to do this successfully, like, it's going to be very suspicious if you're over here after that sound and standing there. Like, you're going to have to succeed on a pretty good deception check, or decent one.
All right.
If you don't make this quick.
All right. I'm just gonna go right here. Hey, let's say, whisper. Look at me.
Yes. What is it? What are you doing here, cook?
So I just say, I say verbally I got lost, but I used my eye thing to tell her we're here to rescue you in her mind.
Give me a second as I pull up her situation.
Once she's looking at me, I back up too, so it doesn't look like I'm huddling by the bars.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm in my mind. I'm telling her, keep looking at me.
There's supposed to be some information that I remember seeing that was talking about her responses to this stuff. Give me a second. Variance proposition. Why in the heck? R17. It's weird. They have like everything in weird places. My one criticism about this adventure is that they have things that are not very well organized, in my opinion. And so it's kind of hard to remember where everything is.
That's a problem with a lot of the Wizards of Coast adventures. It's like the amount of work you had to do on Curse of Strahd, for example, just to, run it. And that's one of the best written ones.
She looks at you, intrigued, and then says, I don't know who you are, but as flattered as I am that you care, I'm afraid I must decline. I'm fine where I am. Thanks.
Well, I mean, you could die here. I mean, I'd rather that not happen.
She's, oh, is that a threat?
No, but apparently you're never going to be released from here, so that equals dying.
Oh, trust me, I am very happy being here.
What is your name anyway?
I am prisoner 13.
Mm-hmm. You're afraid to leave because you fear for your life?
No, I'm just comfortable. What is it why are you being so charitable? Trying to free me?
Well, it's more of a quid pro quo thing. We free you, and you help us out with a greater task.
And what might that be? Don't be so coy.
Well, I'm kind of like fidgety because I'm like trying to leave, like anxious here. I say,
I will say you
you
have been told that she has some kind of key to get into a vault. That's what you're trying to get.
I'll just be blunt. We've told you have some sort of knowledge that would help us get into a vault. With treasures and riches and whatnot, and who doesn't love those items? And if that means giving you freedom, we're here for that.
She says, I do not need my freedom. I am plenty safe here.
So, well, do you know the vault of which I speak?
Perhaps. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Eleven.
All right, things are still fine. Just a moment, but you get the feeling that people are going to be coming in very shortly.
I say, well, if you want to stay here, that's fine. But how about give us the key, or give us the knowledge we need for the vault, and we'll leave you alone. That way, you get what you want. You get to stay here.
I don't know what you mean.
What was the name of the vault?
It's a vault within the city of, or the dwarven city of Gontal Grim.
Nickname Buffy.
It's it's the vault within. I can't even say the word again. Gontal Grim.
I have been asked about this vault and key before. Assuming I did know where the key might be, what else do you possibly have to offer me in order to tell you?
What would you like? I mean, I am flexible here. If you don't want your freedom, just tell me what you want, and we can make it happen. How about that?
The moment as you say that, you kind of peer as you hear kind of footsteps as she ponders for a moment, kind of making you anxious. And then as you're just about to leave, she says, the warden has a ledger, probably in her office. It contains all the names, crimes, and prisoner numbers of everyone ever incarcerated at Revels End. Bring me that list, and I'll see to it that you get your key.
All right. I will see if I can obtain it. The ledger is obvious what it looks like.
Yeah, it should be pretty obvious as a ledger. It's in the
it's probably that makes
office.
It's probably huge too.
At this point, you see the guards are coming in. Give me a stealth check. As you try to slip away, you basically have no time past this to do anything else.
I'm using my inspiration because this die is killing me here. Okay. Yeah, no problem. 24.
24. Okay, this time you slip into the darkness and make it through. Where are you headed?
I'm gonna I'm gonna glance into the hospital, see if Stitch is still there.
All right. So during this time, Stitch, you go into the hospital. So there was some time on your own in there.
Oh yeah.
So R4. So this chamber contains a dozen simple beds. Cabinets along the north wall hold medical supplies. you can tell that the cabinet holds enough supplies to assemble many healers kits. Some of these substances, go ahead and give me an investigation check as you kind of peruse it as one of the nurses here are getting things together. You're kind of like watching and looking at what exactly is here. I would say that if you wish, you can use your DM inspiration to take that 21, if you wish.
Survey says yes.
All right, so you take that 21, and some of these substances are definitely poisonous if ingested in the wrong proportion. I'm going to say you're capable of identifying these tinctures and could combine them into an ingested poison. A creature that ingests the poison must make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 10 3d6 poison damage and becomes poisoned for 1 hour. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage and isn't poisoned. In either case, the creature has painful stomach cramps until it finishes the short rest, drinks a vial of antitoxin, or is targeted by an effect that ends the poisoned condition. If a prisoner suffers these cramps, the guards will probably bring the prisoners to the hospital to be examined and treated. You do think that perhaps some of your two guard individuals could even possibly volunteer for or be assigned that duty to essentially bring guards to the hospital, if that's something you think would need to be done. You're being talked to some guy, one of the nurses. Oh yeah, that's a bit of a scratch, but you're healing up pretty fine. Let me give you some bandages as he's rummaging through. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check as you go about grabbing things. Oof, 22. Massive success.
You don't see shit.
Yeah, you're kind of like going about responding to him however you wish, as you're just kind of nonchalantly just grabbing what you need and putting them in your pocket.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, okay, put that on twice a day and then change the bandage every hour.
Yes.
Okay, oh, got it. Swipe.
Don't forget, and yeah, don't go outside anytime too soon. You know, wouldn't be comfortable if your blood freezes.
Oh yes, definitely. I'll
Frostbite
keep that in mind.
Yeah, I've seen a frostbite take a man's arm.
Well, I've already a leg down, so I don't need anything else done.
So as you finish up and you head out, you find Zara right on the other side of the door.
I say, you got what you needed?
Oh, did I ever?
Glad to hear it was a good haul. Let's make our way back. It's time to gotta make the donuts. It's time to make the donut.
Yep, it is.
I want the two of you, when you get back, to go ahead and give me a deception check. So go ahead and do that now, so I can see what that situation is, because it did take you a bit to get back. So that's a 10 from Teresa.
I got a 20.
A 20?
I got 20.
I'll say that really lowered Stitches. And you basically just blow it off as, it just took some time because Stitch was feeling faint from the fight. It wasn't really, you're not used to this kind of thing. You're cooks.
Yeah, here we are. We just thought we were gonna, cook some vegetables for some.
And I've got a leg brace. Hello, I can't move fast.
Riker, I have a question.
Yeah.
What kind of prisoners are here? What do I know about this prison in general?
This prison,
political prisoners?
These are so the Lord's Alliance runs this prison. There are several people who are basically the governing board of this place from different cities from within the Lord's Alliance. And several of those ambassadors are here at any one time. There's typically about 3 ambassadors. This is a prison for the Sword Coast's most violent and most notorious crooks and criminals that get locked away in this maximum security prison. And so that's essentially what this is.
But the Swords of Coast. Okay, so this is out of game, but out of character. But the Sword Coast general policies: we don't kill violent criminals. We just lock them up. So it's basically got modern sensibilities.
Oh no, some of them do get. I mean, there's clearly executions in this day and age, like this society, but there's some that are just they get imprisoned for life, or some that aren't really necessarily for life. There's people who are here who are serving a 10-year prison sentence, another that's like serving a 5-year prison sentence.
Well, I'm thinking, is this like the Bastille where they're like, they're like, they're sort of in this gray area where like some people like to kill them, but really we need to keep them alive because they're like famous or wealthy, or we can't really just kill them because they're not peasants, that sort of thing. Political prisoners, where it's like
no,
it would be
sensitive. No, it's really just that it's some of the more high security prisoners, people who've committed substantial crimes, but not enough to have them executed. Like Prisoner 13 is here because she stole a lot of money.
Right, that makes sense. Where you're like, okay, it wasn't murder or anything.
Yeah.
I was just okay because you mentioned violent. That was why I was.
Oh yeah, no.
confused.
Some of them are very very violent individuals, but not all of them end up getting killed. But that's basically the gist of it. But
at this point, I got out of 10.
Sorry, at this point, I have stuck a lot of time on the 2 of you, so I am going to move on to Vanya and Irina.
You got it.
Yeah. So, the 2 of you have gotten back on your patrol. Vanya, go ahead and give me. I'm just going to have one of you give me a deception check because you are met at one point. Somebody's like, I didn't see you. Where were you? I didn't see you on your patrol.
Let me roll here real quick. If my sheet would load, that would be nice. There we go. 16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
Hold on. Vanya's not thinking. She would be on her feet. I am just slow.
You're good.
Sorry, there was a man back there causing a racket. Some chefs who got lost. I had to go this and there, but I'm back now.
Yeah, these chefs, they sometimes they think they can just walk the roost whenever they want. Well, he just nods and continues his patrol with his other individual. So you're on this patrol for a bit. Is there anything you try to do during this time?
Anything for you, Jake?
I'm just looking for ways that we can like get out of here once we have the prisoner.
So go ahead and give me what's your higher mental stat? I think both your mental stats are pretty low. If I remember correctly.
My intelligence is 8, my wisdom is 12.
Okay, your wisdom is 12.
So wisdom.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a wisdom check with proficiency.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
All right.
Better. So that will be a 14.
14, that's not bad. Yeah, so you know that the prisoners, you've been basically told this, and you kind of get remember the gist of what was going on. Prisoners are not frequently, but get a bit of time out of the cell every day. They're able to walk around, work out, do their thing, but they're always
Is this in a contained area, or they're just allowed to walk about?
It would be within the center area. So I'll go ahead and pull you both over there just for the moment. It would be here in this area is where they're let about. They're always guarded by 2 people. At least, so there's always guards with them. You could per se end up being those 2 guards if you can worm your way into it. And you would take the back exit, so you would have to likely find a moment in which to walk off with prisoner 13. Maybe you say prisoner 13's got sick. Maybe you, I don't know, feed her some poison or something, and she just gets sick, and you're like, oh, I gotta take her to an infirmary, and basically just try to get out. It could be difficult.
But we have a specific exit point?
Yeah, the exit point that you have been talked to about is taking the same entrance point that you'd taken. So
are we just gonna escape on the boat? The boat's still here?
You would be escaping on a boat once you contact your contact, for lack of a better word. You just say, hey, we're going to be getting out at this time. Please have a boat ready. And you would just sneak onto that boat.
Okay.
They basically have somebody waiting for you.
All right.
So.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I was just
while we're doing our patrols, which are there any prisoners that look particularly angry and or big?
I'm glad we were thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, give me a second. Roll me a d6.
A d6?
Yes.
2.
So one of the first people, like you, go ahead and also just make me a perception check.
Okay. 11.
I'll allow the same thing for Vanya. Roll me a d6 and an perception or investigation check.
Okay. And God damn it, stay on my thing. 6 on the d6 and an 18 for perception.
All right, so the first 2 people you see, so going to Irina, you see a human who you come to learn is Barlow Rageblade. They were once a famous adventurer, but were convicted of reckless endangerment, and I need to roll a d4. Have served, you have been told, have served 3 years of a 5-year sentence.
Okay.
So it just seems that they were an overly reckless adventurer and got in some trouble for it. Vanya, you see a goblin by the name of Grix, convicted of espionage, has served /roll 1d6 2 years of a 10-year sentence, is what you learn. But you also notice, let's see. You recognize a kind of a style of look in a person's eye. an elf. By the name you've come to understand is named Ishar. This individual is convicted of conspiracy to murder members of a noble family and has served only 1 year so far of a life sentence.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
This person
no.
is. They have the look in the eye of a rather sociopathic individual. Let's put it that way.
Sweet. Okay.
So, is there anything else you wish to do at this point in kind of researching things? Is there any? Do you want to try and find rumors or anything like that?
I would like to see which of the guards that we're with is the prettiest, please.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me either an investigation or perception check.
you don't think it's me?
It might be. Let's see. That is a 19 investigation. This dice is slaying for me tonight.
All right. You said a 16? Or what was it again?
19.
19 investigation. Okay. Yeah, you find a very your choice, man or woman. Very
Let me
pretty
roll the d4. Hold on.
All right.
Man.
All right. Yeah, it's kind of, he's got like this auburn hair kind of streaked back a bit. You know, yeah, younger man, maybe in his mid to late 20s. Very he looks like the guy who plays Thor but with auburn hair, essentially.
Mm.
Oh. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yes, Chris Hemsworth. He basically looks like Chris Hemsworth.
Talk about
Daddy.
my character. Okay.
Yeah.
No j-
Man, if you would have said he looked like Henry Cavill, it would have been over.
Either one of those. I want to be sandwiched between those men.
that would have to be a natural 20, unfortunately.
Come on, that 20. No,
Okay, that works. That's good. Okay, that's all I needed.
All right. Do you do anything with that, or is that just kind of just spotting?
It's for later.
For later, yes, of course. All right. Well, then I am going to bring us over to Gazavir and Glenroe. What are you doing during this time?
I imagine two of us being out there and being spotted would not be a good thing. So I kind of imagine we have like a hammock set up and we're just like kicking back, studying the map.
What, like, but like, did they ever find out what's in the box?
Yeah.
I don't think I remember what it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
most of the boxes really have like some of them have weapons, but they're like very general weapons. Most of them are non-perishable foods, rations, any kind of bedding, clothes. So you could find essentially any uniform you wanted in here, if you wish.
Do they have gnomes that work here?
No, I'm gonna say no on that.
Yeah, I don't think your uniform would help us very much then.
I mean, you do have access to invisibility with Glenroe if you ever wanted to sneak around that way.
Oh.
I'm not thinking advantage. Like, the bar groups, the first bar groups just like stay here, generally just like hold down the fort, basically.
Yeah, if you want to hold the fort for now, you certainly can.
I don't see that. I mean, I kind of want to just get us.
I want you to go ahead and make me, one of you make me an investigation check at advantage, whoever has the higher.
Oh yeah, I have it's like I believe it's one of my character's specialties. So
Yeah.
It's a plus for me.
Yeah, I think Glenroe has the highest.
yeah, like mine it's 6 investigation.
Yeah, it's the same, so it doesn't matter. If you want to roll, you can roll. I don't mind.
So yeah, Glenroe, go ahead and give me an advantage. 20.
Crit fish. I know there's not such a thing as critting, but roll again, Tommy, just see what you get.
Tommy, are you there?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll
Yeah,
another
roll again.
d20. You're at advantage. There we go. Okay, so it's a 20. I would say that in one of the boxes, as you go about, you find actually a strange pair of earrings with little blue crystals on the ends. You realize that these are... Go ahead and give me an Arcana check. This is also your specialty.
Yep.
You are
So
the Marines.
is it also initiative? Or whatever?
At advantage? No.
Oh yeah, advantage.
No. Nonetheless, Gazavir, you're showing it to Gazavir as well, if both of you are looking at it.
I would definitely help him out with that.
Yeah. Go ahead. So that'll be an advantage as well. So 16 and a 20.
There we go.
Gazavir, as the two of you look at that together, you realize that these are... you can talk to people through these earrings telepathically. So whoever is wearing the other one, and it kind of just clips onto your ear. It feels almost like a magnet would, attaching to either side of your earlobe, and would allow you to communicate.
Question: does it shrink in size for Glenroe?
Yeah, it's magical.
Cool, awesome. Then I think we should probably give the other one to one of the other group people.
Or that sounds useful.
Yes, very useful.
We're gonna be stuck together, then only one of us needs to be wearing that then. Maybe we can give it to one of the guards.
You see a couple of people walk in, two chefs that you don't recognize as they're kind of going through the boxes, looking for stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and roll 1d20. Yeah, no, they're not gonna. Go ahead and I've already had you do stealth checks already. You did pretty well, so neither of them notice you as they're kind of going through. But it does get a little uncomfortable for a moment as you have to sort of put some things away and creak them down. But eventually, the two of them leave. Is there anything else you two wish to do, or is there anything that you might want to do? Actually, I know. You hear one of them talking, and I say, one of the women, and just, it's always so a little obnoxious every time Marthanis gets into her possession moods. And the other one's like, yeah, whatever, just so because she drinks too much beer, it's just whatever. It happens. A little weird, though. And then you recognize Marthanis as the name of the warden, Marta Marthanis.
Oh.
Apparently
Nice.
gets into these weird fits of drinking, and they call it a possession mood.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. It sounds more like it's a it can be a little annoying to some people, but it's not like a malevolent situation.
Yeah, just she has that need to drink sometimes.
Apparently.
She is on a frozen island surrounded by a bunch of prisoners.
Yeah, very
Just-
true.
It's understandable.
All right, so then let's go ahead and head back to Zara if that's all you two are doing.
Yeah, not much. I would like to go to the warden's office eventually, but I don't think that's for now. And because I think Gadsby wants to look around just to see if they can find any information on prisoner 13, like their name or anything. Try to get some kind of like almost like blackmail type situation, because he doesn't know what's going on with 13 yet. He hasn't heard from
Yeah.
Czar or anything.
So
So I mean, that's not what he's going to act on yet. That's something he kind of wants to do. It's something to keep it in mind, maybe to mention it to others.
So basically mention that situation with Marta Marthanis.
Yeah.
Okay. So Zara and Stitch, you are in the kitchen and have been asked to. You're on your shift. I would like the two of you to go ahead and give me D20 plus wisdom. And Stitch, you do have the feat lucky. So if you ever need to use that in a tight situation, remember that you have 3 points of luck.
I got 15. I got 15 in my roll.
15. Okay.
Let me see if I can do this right.
You both got 15s on your rolls. That's not bad. The two of you kind of like go ahead and give me sleight of hand as well.
Me or Stitch?
Both of you.
Okay.
See who can do better.
Essentially what you're doing
I got
is
16.
16. So essentially what the two of you are doing is quickly copying whatever the other cooks are doing. Because you're not cooks by any means. I mean, you've cooked things, but not, you're not professionals. You're not really know much about recipes and all that. It's not really your shtick. Other than like basic ones.
Cheese.
Yeah. And so as you kind of quickly grab and realize whatever they're taking and just dashing that in during that time. Is there anything you're trying to do in this moment?
Yes, I'm trying to talk and find out any information I can find about the warden's habits or anything like that. Like, oh, who's the boss of this place? And are they real nice? Or are they like a ball buster or whatever?
One of the cooks. Yeah, go ahead and give me a charisma. Let me see. I'm assuming persuasion. What? I should have you with a decent persuasion, right?
No, I have 10 charisma. I'm a drow. What do you want?
Let's see. Yeah, just go ahead and give me a deception, I'll say, since that you have a proficiency in that.
A 7.
A 7. One of they're just kind of like, Martha, or not Martha, Marta Marthanis is the one who runs this place. You don't know anything about her. That's a little strange. You've never worked here before?
I was just making conversation, just trying to see what the latest gossip is. They could have. It's been a while since I've been here. It could have been a new warden.
No, it's still Marta Marthanis.
Yeah, I always thought she was a lifer.
Yes. Does Stitch try to do anything at this time?
Just cook.
Just cooking? All right. Because if you wish, you can try to help with the conversation.
Oh, I think I'll just keep my head down and cook.
All right.
Way to team play there.
It'd be funny is if me or Glenroe, we're actually cooks. And we're just stuck in this thing.
I look at Stitch and speak with my mind to her using the glasses, and say, "Help me out here. What are you doing?"
Does Stitch return?
I'm speaking telepathically
Yeah.
too, using a magic device. She might not know that.
Yeah, so you can telepathically respond when you look at each other in the eyes.
I'm just gonna follow your lead.
Well, all right. I say just try to get as much information as we can. We're not going to help ourselves here by, becoming great master chefs here. That's not going to help us escape here.
Well, do we know if the warden gets their own plate?
Do you know that, or are you asking that?
I'm just asking.
You're asking? Go ahead and give me... They say everybody kind of comes down. I mean, there's several pots. There's generally, one set at the guards table. One, basically people would come down in shifts. There'd be a dinner where everybody would basically be eating. So not necessarily gets their own plate, but would share with everybody else.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of good that everybody eats together. Then nobody has favoritism on the meals. So.
Well, I mean, she has her own stuff up in her room if she ever wants it. But, everybody gets what is cooked. And generally come down to grab their food. Sometimes they take it up.
Has anybody considered doing office delivery or private quarter delivery?
Go ahead and give me a deception check. You could use luck if you wish.
I will definitely use a point of luck.
All right, so I'll say that gives you the 11. Well, no, whatever. I'll give you the 16. 16's fine.
Okay.
So, I say, well, I mean, sometimes she might request it. I mean, well, they shrug. Every once in a while, she does get in her possession mood. Becomes rather... You two are new here, aren't you? Don't mind when she gets a little weird, because normally she's kind of straight-laced. Like Warden always is, but, it's kind of common knowledge that every once in a while she's possessed by a ghost of one of her dead comrades, apparently. It's a little strange.
Oh, wow.
But about once or twice a day, he's allowed to take over during lulls in her duties. Tends to drink a lot. Like, a lot.
Well, you know what? I'm not a stranger to strange things. I mean, look at me. I'm a tabaxi with a gimpy leg. And we're supposed to be graceful.
Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing about that.
Such is life.
Very true. Such is life. Hey, at least you're not in one of the cells.
That is also very true. So, let's say we make the warden a gift of a meal in quarters. It's duties can be really burdensome.
I mean, if you want a bootlick, that's up to you. You don't really need any special treatment of the warden. but that's up to you. But she's not gonna treat you any better for it. Don't expect that.
I won't expect that at all.
All right. Is there any last things you wish to do before I switch to Vanya and Irina?
Nope, I got my game plan.
All right. Vanya and Irina, what are you up to?
There was something I was thinking about. I fucking forgot about it.
Oh no!
That low wisdom intelligence score.
Did it have to do with the warden's office?
It did.
Is it about going in there?
Perhaps.
Probably should. We're probably the best bet, being guards and all.
Eventually, your shift has ended, so you're kind of you're back in R19 on your break at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's where you're supposed to be. So technically, you are in the central tower, which would the next level would have her room, and then the next level above that would be the central prison parapet.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, you're pretty close to Marta's room.
We could just go for it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Might as well.
Roll me a. Actually, that's fine. So you just go up there?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
One of the guards looks at you.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
Did they eat at any point during the did I have any chance to see them passing by or whatever on the routes or anything?
Irina and Vanya? Certainly, yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to convey that message about what the person said, what the prisoner said about the ledger. Using my glasses.
Yeah.
That way you know that.
Yeah, that's good information.
Yeah, so need this ledger to see if we can whatever. Might as well find out what exactly Prisoner 13 did in the first place too. Because I'm guessing that's what they actually want. Either that or there's some other prisoner that knows some stuff that Prisoner 13 wants. That's why they're in here.
All right. So you learn that information about that, and you go to Marta Marthanis's room. You knock, and you hear kind of a clank of metal. Sounds like cups. And you say, "What are you doing here?" "Oh, hey, what's up?" Make me an insight check at advantage.
Okay.
Both of us?
Yeah, both of you.
Sick.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Ooh. Hold on. Yeah, it's better than me.
So you have vaguely heard about the possession mood at this point. Everybody's heard about it at this point. And you realize they really meant it literally. As you have seen Marta Marthanis at certain points, like when you were first here, she would have greeted you, and she seemed like a very straight-laced, very warden-esque warden. She just fits the stereotype, very serious individual. This is nothing like how she normally is. And you realize she is quite literally possessed. But it doesn't seem to be. I mean, clearly everybody knows about this, so it's a little weird, but it's not like a bad thing. She seems very jovial. There's lots of there's like a couple of empty beer steins, and she actually has like her own keg in the room. She says, "How can I help you?" She sits back in the chair.
Well, I just came up to see you, darling. It's been so long since I've been back.
What is your name again? This
don't even remember her name.
Shara Finney.
Shara.
You remember the last time I was here? We had a grand old time. I had some of my smokes, we sat outside for a while. That was deathly cold.
Go ahead and make me a deception check.
Cool. I'm gonna use my liar's liar to put that at advantage.
Certainly.
I am so glad I put that at advantage.
Go ahead. Technically, don't you have to use it as well?
You just have to technically talk for a minute, and your voice reverberates off of the thing.
So what'd you get?
But it 23.
23. She clearly, obviously, does not remember you, but just it sounds about right. Well, welcome back. Want a drink?
Of course I do. You know me so well.
She points over at Irina. You seem like you probably have a pretty healthy constitution. How about the drinking game?
You know I'll never turn down a drink.
Of course not. What of our people? Oh, I have got some really good beer straight out of Gantel Grim. You know, we actually have a prisoner here from Gantel Grim. He's a bit of a bitch.
Oh, really?
Yes, prisoner 13.
I think I passed by her. She looked a bitch.
Yeah, that's the tattoos too. I mean, they look nice.
Yeah, sure. What is she in here for, anyway? Is it for the attitude? She bat around some guard?
Oh, you haven't heard? So you all start drinking. You can drink if you wish, or pretend to drink. But Marta Marthanis is already, like, right into her next beer after filling up some for you. She's been here for a little bit. Theft, embezzlement, stole a lot of money. And so she's here. Not going anywhere soon.
Yes, that's one way to do it.
So.
But enough about her, really. How are you?
I am doing great. Anytime I can drink beer. For a couple of hours at least. Until Marta comes back online.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Until Marta...
My voice suddenly...
Until Marta comes back online. Essentially, you come to realize as well that the whole possession thing is not a metaphor. It's not a joke. That Marta Marthanis is literally possessed by a ghost right now.
Real.
Yeah, the ghost of a dwarf. An old compatriot of hers.
Gotcha. I think what Vanya is gonna do. Where is Marta sitting? Like, is she at her desk?
Yeah, at her desk across the table from the two of you.
Do I have sights on that ledger?
Give me a moment. This is R21. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Gotcha. I'm gonna use my DM inspiration, so I don't have an 8.
All right.
A better 13.
13. I say that's good enough to notice the locked wooden chest.
God damn it.
Yep.
Hold on, let me look over my spells real quick.
Seeing as how we're both characters of strong constitution, what do you say to a little competition?
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. -1. 14.
I thought you meant like it came out to a -1. I was like, what?
No.
Yeah, I was like, no, God, please.
She looks at you for a moment, just pulls open a book. You realize there's like a schedule. Rubs her face for a moment. I don't think she'd mind. There's not much going on today.
Wonderful.
Slaps Stein in front of you. Says, all right.
And yeah.
So go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. As you start shoving into these.
I'm trying to get her as drunk as possible, so maybe she'll pass out and we can steal the key off of her.
So
what I thought you were gonna do is like, let's do a test of strength. Let's smash this chest that's right here.
Oh, that would have been killer.
That would have been hilarious.
I would have had to roll very high for that, though.
So go ahead and make me your Constitution saving throw. What is it?
That's a 23.
23. Okay. So you down this whole thing and turn it over, not a drop left. And you see that Marta is actually about like 3 swallows in. And suddenly slaps it down and starts coughing really badly. It's clearly some beer just went down the wrong pipe.
Ooh.
And then you look to the side and you realize there are more steins than you thought. Empty ones. Just lying about. She seems to replace them for some reason. There's like almost 10 of them. She's clearly been drinking for a while. She got a natural 1.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No.
She's drunk.
And so.
Oh dear.
She's like, oh dear. Oh dear. Dear at me.
Why don't we get you to lie down? It seems you've already had a bit too much for it to be a fair competition.
Oh, goodness. Martha's not gonna be happy. Yeah.
Oh, we'll get Marta some water and she'll be right as rain.
Yes, it'll be totally fine. Here, let's get all of this hard stuff off of you so you can be all soft and nice when you lay down. And Bunyan's gonna come over and start taking like trinkets and things off, but specifically looking for those keys.
Okay. Go ahead and give me investigation at advantage and then sleight of hand at advantage.
Okay. It's an 18 for investigation.
Okay. You find them. You spot them pretty quickly on her belt.
Natural 20 plus 5 for sleight of hand.
Oh, you kind of.
They were practically falling off her head.
You jostle her a bit, and she kind of trips, and she kind of takes it as though she's just drunk, as she kind of like bumps down into you and nearly knocks you over, and with the the physical jarring of the jostle, you manage to essentially yank the single key off the ring. Even like you don't even need to take the rest. You find a way to get it through the hook end without releasing all the rest and easily pocket it. They did not notice a damn thing.
Hell yeah.
You really are Ocean's 11.
Kind of, her mouth bloats a little bit. Go ahead and both of you make me dexterity saving throws.
Okay. 18.
That'll be a 16 from me.
You manage to both step out of the way as you hear like a large burp, and then she throws up.
Oh.
Oh, gross.
No.
Oh, I've done it. This is not very common. Oh, sorry, Marta. I'm sorry. Oh. Yeah. All
Just
right.
go ahead and lay your head down, dear.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, she essentially lays her head down for a moment. Says, "Yes. I'm wondering if I just need to go to. I should go to the infirmary. They could fix me up." Oh.
That might be a mighty fine idea. Kelly, would you want to bring her to the infirmary?
I could do that.
That'd be
She kind of pulls you along as well. It's just, all right. Well, you two can't be in here. I'm sorry, procedure. It's just all this about procedure.
No. I know about the procedure, but we can't follow procedure if it's a mess in here. And Vanya kind of gestures to the throw up.
Go ahead and
Do
give me a
you
persuasion
really want to
check.
return to?
Gotcha.
Do you really want to return to an office with bile? Can I
Oh, I forgot how.
do the help action?
Certainly. I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You see her hem and ha and look a little. Yes, but be very quick. In and out. I know everything that's in here. I will have you castrated
Yes.
if you take anything. I swear.
I wouldn't, but I would love to see how you could castrate me, really.
Oh dear, let's get you over there.
So you lead her down.
Fire over there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is a dwarf spirit in the body of a woman with the constitution of a mage. She's literally a wizard. So it's not very conducive. You start leading her down.
As I leave, I'm just gonna mouth the words to Vanya, just like copy it down or take a rubbing.
Got it, yeah.
And I'll basically carry Marta like a little baby.
All right. So you do know that Prisoner 13, apparently, from the information you've garnered from Zara, was that Prisoner 13 wants all the information in that book, and you realize that's a pretty substantial book.
Yeah.
It would take a long time to get through all of it and write it down. So if you want to try, you can get some of it down, but you're not technically going to be bringing her what she really wants.
Yeah. So I get this chest open.
Yep.
Is there anything else in here but the
Oh yeah, there's a bit in there. So give me a second
what's in there?
as I pull it open.
There's a live clown.
Okay, so you've unlocked it. The chest holds a set of calligrapher's supplies, a sack containing 750 gold pieces, which is labeled cargo payment. A silver cloak pin bearing the symbol of the Harpers, which is a tiny harp nestled between the horns of a crescent moon. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Gotcha. Oh my goodness. Ugh, 12.
12. Yeah, that's everything that you find in there, other than the journal. Well, not the journal, but the
Okay.
yeah,
The ledger.
yeah, the ledger. There you go.
I'm gonna take a look around the room. Is there anything else in here that looks sort of equivalent to how this ledger looks?
Yeah, give me an investigation.
Ooh, 21.
21. You do notice that there is like a bookcase, and you look through it, and you spot one that has roughly the same like color and size. It's just a book, and you kind of you could set it in there in a way that like the binding's not like visible, or you could even like try to change it up a bit and use some of your supplies to make it look a little more like the ledger.
Yeah, I'll try to make it look a little bit more like the ledger.
All right, and go ahead and roll me a d20 real quick.
8.
8. All right, let me see something. All right. Luckily, nothing happens right now. Nobody's come up at this point. What do you do from this point? After you've kind of doctored up this regular old book, toss it in there. I imagine you lock everything back up. Do you take any of the rest of the stuff?
Yes.
All right.
I am going to take as much gold off of those piles in the chest as I can to. Obviously, there's gonna be some missing, but not enough that it would be like, oh my god, someone stole gold.
Okay.
But like 10 pieces.
All right. So you
15 pieces.
Yeah, you skim off. I would say 15 pieces is pretty easy to skim off real quick, and you pocket that for yourself.
Yep.
Thieves can't help themselves. Throughout
Yeah, other than that. Is there any pretty jewelry in here?
No, other than the Harper's signet.
Okay. Other than that, I think I'm just gonna skedaddle on out of here.
Do you try to clean up at all from the vomit? You technically
No, I'm
do
not
have
touching
you
that.
do have prestidigitation.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to touch get my pretty hands dirty.
I'm not doing that. Oh wait, I can like easily.
Yeah, she'll just like wave her hand and get rid of it.
Yeah, it just disintegrates off the ground in like these shadows, and is as clean as a fresh piece of slab. It's like it's never been there. The smell is even gone. Thank goodness.
Yeah, other than that, I think I'm gonna skedaddle and maybe see if I can find that pretty guard.
Yeah, he's right downstairs in the main guard room at this point. Oh my god. I hate when my mouse freaks out on me. So I'll take Irina and Marta Marthanis down to the God damn it. There we go. Down to R4 here. As Marta stumbles in, the nurse is like, "Oh, why did you overdo it again? Really?" Let's see, what is this person's name? They're like, "Relax, you can't be doing this. She's got duties. Just because she might be a little hung up about, all that, Doesn't mean you can just go about and just I know. Oh, God.
Could you get him some water, please?
Yes. Come here, Vlax. Yes. And they get her a potion that fixes her right up. Actually, just straight up takes away the drunkenness, and just you always get me out of trouble. You're very good. As the doctor's just like, or the nurse is like, well, don't please stop making it a habit. I mean, you're just so good at it, and you know, you would be thirsty too if you were a ghost. You know, 'cause you get to drink very often. Just, well, thank you. Slaps you on the back, Irina. This is
My pleasure, David.
points at you and says, nobody hears about this, and get back to work.
Here's about what?
Exactly. Now get back to work. And Marta Marthanis walks off.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'm gonna pull her back up to her room. Vanya, you're with Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, pretty boy. What I'm gonna do is, like, Vanya gets downstairs and spots him. Can I say that she took a piece of paper from, like, the calligrapher set?
Yeah.
Basically what she's gonna do is she's gonna write him a little note. Will they be there, like, tonight, plausibly? Like, the team?
What do you mean?
Or are we, like, fast moving this?
I mean, it's definitely like the longer you here, the more likely you are to get caught.
Yeah.
So you've got to be a little careful, like how long you're spending here.
Yeah. I mean, have the prisoners already had their out time during this day?
Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Okay. 4.
I'm gonna say it's I'm gonna say it's probably been about 4 hours since you've been here, 4 or 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, because you had the 4 hours before, so I'd say 8 hours. It's kind of getting to the evening. They're probably going to be finishing up soon, but they are out at the moment.
Okay. Which means we'll have to push that to tomorrow, so we'll be here tonight. She's gonna just write him a little note like, hey, I know I haven't been here in a while, but I've always thought that you were really cute. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to meet you out in the yard tonight. And, like, leave, like, a little kiss imprint on it. And, kind of, I don't know, like, fold it up and just kind of set it wherever he is.
All right. Do you kind of just leave it there and walk off? Or...
Don't forget to roll for his sexual orientation, too.
You make sure that he notices, and gives him, like, a little wave, but other than that, she's just gonna go find Irina.
That would be hilarious. He was like, "Sorry, honey, I'm taking this." He turns around because it's Henry Cavill.
He leans back. He looks at it and leans back and gives you a wink back. And sticks it in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Give
Perfect.
me a charisma check.
Okay.
I'll say at advantage.
Hit him with the Riz.
She has so much charisma. 19.
19. Yeah. No, he definitely seems interested.
Cool, yeah.
All right.
The one time kid at one. No.
So, Kazavir and Glenroe, you find that this has been rather boring. You're just sitting here kind of waiting. But there's an increased frequency at which people are coming in, and it's kind of starting to become a bother. And you get the feeling like eventually, like, your luck's not going to hold out in here forever. Guards are kind of moving through from the tower as they switch about. Yeah. Is there anything you want to do at this point?
Oh. Man, I guess we could try and I don't know. Can't think of anything because I kind of feel like we need to talk with everyone first, come up with more of a game plan. 'Cause
Mhm.
now it seems like we're getting the stuff down. You know what I mean? We're just trying to get stuff moving.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you're not going to be able to stick it out in one place forever.
Yeah, I know.
So-
It's like it's kind of hard to find anywhere else to go when we don't belong here at all.
Well, I mean, you know the map. You have a mental, like literal mental map that you can open up and see. I'll say that you're all capable of seeing where each other are on that map. Anybody who has the crystal, essentially, you see their name and a little blip on the map. So you know that Stitch and Zara are in the kitchen. Irina is looking like she's leaving the hospital area. Vanya is back up in the tower at the center of the map.
Oh wait, how tall is a gnome?
Typically about like roughly 4.
Okay. To disguise yourself, you make yourself look a foot taller. Would that be enough to pass it off as like a human, or no? No, not really.
More like a dwarf.
Yeah, dwarf. There's dwarfs here, right?
Yeah. I mean, nobody's
Okay.
batting an eye at Irina, and Irina's a dwarf.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see. Dwarfs that I've seen come in and go, have they been mainly cooks or guards? Or are they both?
Guards primarily.
Okay, so I'll find a guard uniform, and I will cast disguise self on myself to make myself a little make myself taller and
Go ahead
bit, you know, why?
and give me an intelligence check.
Ooh, I'm gonna use my DM inspiration for the night to get that 23. If that's
All right.
okay.
You know that your best bet with that is to take on the persona of a specific guard. The problem, because like if you, there's a limited number of guards here, and the risk you run is that if you are basically nameless guard number 1, people are going to be like wondering who the hell you are. And so
Okay.
you're thinking that you do see guards come through here every once in a while, kind of gathering up something. Every once in a while they're asked to get something. So if you wanted to try, you could potentially knock one out and lock them up at R14, which is literally this room right here.
Oh no, I don't know about that.
Glenroe does have I would say you're all
Sleep.
pretty familiar with each other's spells because you've been working with each other for a while. He does have sleep.
What if I just turned into another Jake's character?
So you just turned into Irina? I mean,
What if I did that? I mean, Irina wouldn't question it. I'm sure she would know it'd be me. And
you certainly can, yeah, if you wish.
I mean, like, what does anyone have like think that's a bad idea?
Hey, no, I like it. Sometimes you gotta
Okay.
roll with it.
It's gonna be Irina's twin sister, Irina. Not Irina.
I mean, you know her name. You don't have to steal
Yeah.
a code or a person's name. You already know what she's being called. You know Irina well enough to kind of mimic her.
You have to
Yeah.
do the accent though, dear.
The accent? Oh my god, he misses
Oh,
Doubtfire?
jeez. This master level mode here.
I have to be Mrs. Doubtfire. That's what you're saying?
Not so much Mrs. Doubtfire, but just
No, I'm literally a man playing a woman, so it would be. If they switch with an accent.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. All right, I'll go ahead and do that. I'm gonna find a thing, and I'm just gonna try to do that.
When I have the thing,
And
or
if-
whatever.
What's Glenro doing?
But it's like since like I touch Kershi and Solid, I have like flight. So like, or like, what's the deal? It's like in storage room in the upper area, cause in the ceiling of it.
The ceiling of it?
Yeah, right.
So you're just going to continue to hide out here?
Yeah, like that. It's like the upper area. So like a bunch of like rafters. There's things or whatever up there. Like where
Yeah,
one
you can
can-
fly pretty high up. I think these rooms are about 20 feet high. So there are like some shelves that you could go up on. Just once again, like you don't know how long hiding out in this place is going to last you.
Yeah, but it's better than anywhere else. Like every other room basically will have probably constant foot traffic, or even more so than this room.
I will say you do have access to spells, effective ones.
Like, you're invisible.
Yeah, you have invisibility, you have charm person, silvery barbs to give people disadvantage and advantage to other people. Misty step, so if you need to get out of there quick. Suggestion if somebody becomes a problem. Like you have a lot of things to use. Like the two of you aren't like necessarily having to arrest yourselves into this room for the duration of the whole adventure, is what I'm trying to say.
Right, like so you're suggesting like you can use the invisibility hide around for an hour, but it's like that only covers 1 hour out of 24 of the day.
Yeah, but what I'm
So
saying is that like it's becoming increasingly difficult to stay in this room. Like people are in and out of here. Like eventually somebody's going to find you.
I mean, it's like looking like every other room that it's like, on the map, it's like but yeah, every other room, I believe, like that every other room will be significantly far busier than this one. So it'll be like even the only option will be either staying in this room will just get really good at hiding, or get a disguise.
All right, well, if you wish to stay there,
Which
you can.
I don't really feel like getting a disguise. I feel like that'd be complicated.
Yeah.
So like I have to keep up all the time, especially because there's only supposed to be so many guards.
Yeah. All right.
And
So, guys, what are you doing?
I'm doing what I said.
All right, so you're headed out. You can
Yeah,
always
I'm
leave
gonna
Glenro one of the earrings as well to kind of keep in contact
Well, yeah,
with them.
I figured I'd take one of the earrings with me and like leave him the other one since he's gonna stay here.
Yeah, because it's been a while and you haven't heard anything back, and essentially it's kind of getting hard to just stick in here. So you head out and go ahead and roll me a d20.
When I look at the map, does it just up here in my head basically? No one else sees it.
Yeah, no one else sees it. It just appears in your head.
Okay, cool. Oh wait, I am on my. Wait, I'm like clicking my character page to. Wait, you said roll a d20, just a d20?
Yeah, just a straight d20.
Oh, okay. Yep.
16. Okay. On your way through, you do pass a patrol, and one of them says, "What are you doing here, Irina?"
Oh, just
Or not
on my.
Irina. Sorry, I gave the wrong name. They would be
Kelly.
Kelly. Now, what are you doing here, Kelly?
Keller, if they're formal.
Yeah, they say
Oh, yeah.
Keller.
I found oh dearie, I found another chef at a place. So I'm just heading back now to make sure they found themselves back where they need to be.
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
All right.
I'll say with advantage because of your disguise.
Yay. Alrighty. I keep clicking the wrong thing. Dang it. Deception. There it is. 22.
22. Okay, that's way more than enough. Even with the 19, that would have been enough. God,
Dang, chefs never know when to stay put.
which
Dearie.
damn one is it? This place is so.
Oh.
This is so difficult to like get lost here.
You know, We just got a bunch of new ones. I haven't figured out their name yet.
Bah, whatever.
They come and go.
You'll be back on duty in about an hour or so.
All right.
Get your rest.
Thank you. I will do that. You gentlemen have a good evening. All right.
You are capable of seeing where everybody is, so you know
Yeah.
that the real Irina is essentially a lot of this is coinciding with each other to some extent.
Yeah.
Irina is on her way back at this point,
Okay.
so she is up in the top right-hand corner.
All right.
Do you have the map pulled open by chance, or do you know how to get it open?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it open.
Yeah, so she's leaving the hospital at the moment.
Okay. She lives in the hospital. That is. Good chance to find it.
The other ones are heading south from you, so they are heading away from her.
Okay. So it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna try to head. And is she heading towards the like the guard room or?
Yeah, that would be my guess. Is the barracks, which is where everybody normally is.
Okay. Where is Vanya?
Vanya is. Did Vanya leave the barracks, or I mean, I guess Vanya's would be on the same patrol route or timing as Irina.
Yeah. I assume that she kind of stepped out to wait for Irina, but that's it. She's still around the general vicinity of the barracks.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see it and we'll kind of be kind of quick about it, but get to Vanya quickly before the real Irina gets over to Vanya.
Okay, so you go over to Vanya. I'm going to now switch to Zara real quick, and then on the next on Vanya's turn, Vanya group goes. I will say that's when you meet up. So Zara and Stitch, what are you up to at this moment?
Is there a shift over on the cooking?
Yeah. You would be, your area is R7 to the south of you, so technically you would be down here, the two of you.
Okay, I don't know what the number is. Is that the area that's below the mess
just
hall?
pull back and you'll see yourself. I moved you.
No, I see myself, but I just see a hallway. I'm just trying to figure out where that is. On the big...
Oh, on the big map, it would be, give me a second, or the handout map.
The handout map, I mean, yes.
Oh, that's counselors, never mind.
That's why I was confused. Yeah. I was like, that looks like counselors.
Privy meeting, stables. Storage privy.
I guess we just sleep in the hallway. Stables.
I'll sleep in the stable.
Stables, yep.
Oh, I suppose there is technically a room over here where the cooks stay. Let me see, the rest of these cooks are outside.
I use my telepathic whatever to communicate to Stitch that, hey, we're supposed to go meet the others after our shift, so see if we can find them. Since we have our map thing, we'll just look for them.
Yeah, so you see at the moment that Glenroe is still in the storage room. Gazavir at this point has started moving towards the center of the building as Irina is doing the same thing. And you notice that Vanya is there as well.
Okay, I'll head over. I don't know. Is that the center? Oh, the center area with the surveillance part?
Yeah, surveillance, which would be also like one story up is the barracks from there, and then a story tower level 2 is warden office and kind of a hallway, and then there's the tower roof at the very top.
All right, I'm gonna try to meet up with Vanya or one of the two, or Irina, whichever one's closer.
Vanya or Irina. You could,
Yeah, whichever one's close.
You could try to intercept not Vanya, Irina at this point. Because she's coming out of the hospital and heading south.
I give her the look and I wave with my and say hi with my voice, but with my eyes I say, "Come hither." No, I say, so how's it going there? Where are we at, Jake?
Well, I'm sure Vanya did her job, so we should have a copy and or rubbing of that book that the prisoner wanted us to get.
Okay. All right. Well, are we ready to move on to the next stage? You guys gonna communicate? Do one of you want to communicate with that? Let's see this rubbing first, and then
That's probably a good idea.
I want to also say, should we, as we stare awkwardly at each other like idiots, while I'm mentally talking to you, I say, do you want to? Is this a situation where we're going to have to convince the person to leave with us to get this ledger? Like, say, hey, we have the ledger, but you got to come with us, because the person may not be helpful if we could just give them the ledger.
If anything, I can just pick them up and carry them over my shoulder like a baby.
I could throw them in this portable hole too.
That too. I was thinking about inciting a riot to make our getaway.
Let's start a riot. All right, sorry.
All right. Well, yeah. I wave and say, "I'll see you later," and I'll circle the block and try to come back around and see Vanya.
All right, so you're looking for Vanya now? I want you to go ahead and give me a roll of a D20 real quick.
Seven.
All right. So in order to get to the guards, you have to head down the center. You don't run into patrol at this moment, and but you do come down to the center, and there's a guard headed towards the door, and he's like, "Hey! Irina says you guys have been out too much. What are you doing here? What's going on?"
Talking to me.
Yeah.
I say, I'm just walking around getting the breath of the place. Not doing anything wrong.
At this moment, you see what looks like Irina walking through the center. Where are you, Zara? There you are. You're like right here. As
Hold on, let me adjust the map.
So it's Gazavir, but Gazavir looks like Irina, and you just got done talking to Irina,
yeah.
But you do realize that was the direction in which Gazavir was coming.
Since I have that mental map, I know who it is. I look over and say, "Hey, okay." I look at him, use my eyes, and go mentally tell him, "Let's play along." I say, "Oh, hey, there was the guy that needed the girl that needed the special dietary, had the special dietary request. Let me go talk to her."
Go ahead and give me a deception
point
check.
it. It didn't go well.
We're giving Irina IBS.
I rolled natural one.
Ooh. And have you already used your DM inspiration for the day?
Unfortunately, I did.
Okay.
Well, could I have like be like assistants, be like, oh, about time or something?
I think this is gonna be a tough
what
one.
you can do,
But you were just standing.
you notice that Zara is kind of like stumbling with her words. The guard is basically at this point looking like
Oh my.
he's trying to kick her out. I will give you a chance, Gazavir, to try and save this situation. What do you do?
But like, oh my gosh, you're still out here? I told you my dietary things. What kind of questions do you need now? Let's go. Come on,
Go ahead
back to
and
the kitchen.
go ahead and roll me a deception check.
An advantage?
It's just going to be a straight deception check.
Okay. Oh, I guess I'm not trying to fool someone who I am. Because of the actor thing. Okay.
Oh yeah, you do have actor. So you're skilled at mimicry and dramatics. You gain the following benefits: advantage on charisma, deception checks. Okay, yeah, that would be. I'll say you have an advantage because of actor. I had forgotten I'd given that to you.
Crap, why did I click it so many times? Oh. I like clicked it and like I think I held it too long. Ugh.
So you got a 9 on that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He looks at you and just says, "It's not time for dinner. You get back to your quarters."
Hello?
Does this guy look like he's like more in charge than like Arena would be?
He looks like he's probably been here longer, that's for certain. And he's definitely like he's definitely confused as to what in the world is going on here.
All right, it's fine. I'll go. It's fine. I'm sorry to bother you. I just was just looking around. It didn't mean to cause any trouble.
He does look suspicious at first, but he got an 8 on his insight check against 9.
Sweet.
So he definitely looks suspicious, and you definitely think that like things are getting tight here. This can't last for much longer. Your luck's not gonna hold out forever, is what this is starting to feel like. But he does essentially just wave you off, Zara, to go back, but otherwise does not question who Gazavir is.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what that chef was thinking.
All right, so Zara, you head back that direction.
Right. I want to go towards the storage room now.
Okay, so you end up seeing Irina on the just as you're exiting there. So that brings us to Vanya and Irina. Irina, you see Zara. Go ahead and roll me d20s.
You want me to also?
Yeah, just you.
I rolled a 5.
I'll just take the 5.
That's fine.
All right. So you're getting lucky, and you're kind of hitting the points at which patrols are not here. You're getting very lucky with this so far. Like incredibly lucky. You've passed like I think almost over half a dozen of these. Because high rolls are bad for you in these situations.
All right, so I messaged Irina with my mind powers, and so, I say, I don't know if you want to go in there right now because Gaz is pretending to be you with some sort of deception. So it's going to confuse the guard that's in there if he sees 2 of you.
Good to know. Let's go and find Vanya.
All right, let's do it.
That's where Gaz is heading. That's where Gaz has been heading this entire time.
Yeah, Vanya is actually in there. You do know that Glenroe is still in the storage room.
I'm going to go to the storage room then.
All right.
I do want there to be a point where Gaz and Irina come face to face with him as her. It'd be hilarious, but at the same time, maybe not in front of everybody.
All right, so the 2 of you head in. to see Glenroe. There, he's kind of packed up in the top area. Vanya, what are you up to?
Sorry, fixing something. I think Vanya is just kind of leaning up against a wall outside the barracks, just waiting.
When I've already fucking left.
So you see what looks like Irina. Would you have your map open at this point in your mental space?
She would have been glancing at it every once in a while, but I don't know if she saw Irina coming up the stairs that she would even pay attention to it.
So yeah, you see what looks like Irina at the moment come up to you.
Just had a tiff with a guard and a chef.
What?
Vanya, it's okay. I think we should. I don't know. Yeah, it's but basically, doing his best, Irina. Like he kind of sounds like Irina, I imagine, but I'm not very good at voices.
Yeah, no, but you have actor feet, so
yeah.
you can easily mimic her. You don't have to sound just like her in game.
Basically, he's Gaz is like, hey, it's looks around. It's Gaz. Hey, what's up?
Oh, hello.
What's going on? We've been in that storage room. It's getting a little dicey. Something about a possession and the warrant and the warden I've heard about. You know, you
Yeah,
probably heard about it
yeah.
by now too. It's all they talk about.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Oh, okay. But did you manage to get what we needed?
Yes, yeah, I got all of it.
Awesome. We're gonna have to find. If we're be taking much longer, we're gonna have to find the spot for me and Glenroe to hide, because that place isn't getting good. Oh, we gotta get a move on with this plan, one or the other.
Well, we can't really get a move on. They've finished their out time.
Oh yeah.
You do technically have the ability to open any one of these prison cells if you wish.
Yeah. But Vanya has a plan, so she's not gonna do that.
Well, I don't know that. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, you could open.
And you do have direct communication right now with Glenroe, who is with Zara and Irina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and I'll be like, so what is the plan right now? I can tell that to Glenroe. We got these nifty earrings. I can explain to him what the plan is.
She's gonna kind of like lean down a little bit. So the plan currently is to give prisoner 13 the things she's asked for, so she'll cooperate. And then tomorrow, during out time, we're going to start a riot.
All right.
But I have some things laid out, so none of you have to worry about it that much. The riot will start on its own.
That's kind of concerning, but okay.
Don't worry about it. It'll be great for us.
Okay. Are you talking about flirting? Are you flirting again?
What? No.
Can you honestly tell me you have not been flirting at all? Once this entire trip? Once?
Yes. I don't need to be questioned like I'm a child.
I think I'm gonna roll insight.
She's gonna like grab your chin and like make
Mind
you
you,
look up at her.
mind you, like I have a horrible wisdom, so like it's probably not gonna go well. But I'm gonna make this insight.
Go for it.
If only I had advantage because I know you so well, but I don't.
No.
Well, I got a 6.
She's not lying.
No, you
Clearly is lying.
No, as you say that, Layla, Hemsworth like walks out and looks at you and kind of gives a little raise of his eyebrows.
So, can I have advantage because of that?
Vanya, go ahead and give me a deception roll, or tell me, just message me what your deception roll is.
Okay.
If I see him smile, that's funny.
Yeah. You realize as Hemsworth walks out that she may not be totally honest about this.
But you're not a child, so be safe. Whatever that is, But still, me and Cliff have got to find a spot to hide if we're gonna do this next night. Then tomorrow, it's kind of
Then
concerning.
find a spot to hide.
As you're talking about that, he actually turns around and like hangs out like right here and says, "Oh, what are you? How's it going? First day." He leans back. He's kind of inserted himself into this conversation at this point. He didn't hear what you were saying before, but suddenly he's kind of interjected himself into this situation.
She stands up and lets go of his chin. Is like, it's good. Lots of patrolling, the usual. Had a run-in with the warden. She's great.
Oh, running. Yes, I see what you mean.
Oh, we had a few laughs. She was wonderful.
What's the heck's the dwarf's name again? Give me a second.
Oh, should I be
It's
made?
Vlax. He's like, this is a shame. Vlax is probably a pretty good drinker, but Marta can't hold her beer worth of shit. So it doesn't really work out. But
Yes.
I'm pretty good at holding my beer if you ever want to drink.
I'd like
Hey,
that.
yo.
Layla, should I be mean right now?
No?
Everyone else, should I be mean right now?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, she lies and cheats.
No,
What do you want?
shouldn't. I'm player to player. Don't.
Player to player, maybe don't be so mean to me all the time then. With all your characters.
Hey, someday some of the rest of us will play players that have a lot of
I'm sorry, I
secrets.
played many
Characters a lot of secrets and don't tell everyone
Yeah,
everything.
anytime I try to do anything, you're always mean. I don't care.
Because you play nice characters and I play mentally ill characters.
I don't care. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
It's not mine either. It's their mental illness.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
wait, stop. That's bordering on the. That's what my character would do. That is not a valid excuse for bad behavior. That is something we've discussed a lot.
Living this life.
Yeah, you are. You made the character. That's your decision made by you. This is not. This is a player talking. I hate it when I see that
All right,
online.
let's go ahead and let's save this for later, because this is a stream. So let's go ahead and just save that for later.
Anyways,
But you edit that out. That's fine.
Yeah.
Gaz is gonna be like, "Hey, don't forget to have the doctor look at that spot before she walks off."
All right, before you walk off.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for a spot to hide, like that we can hide for the night, I guess. So do I do an investigation check?
Yeah. Let's see.
22. Thank God.
22. All right. Give me a second as I pull up some areas. The stables are a place you could go, R5,
Okay.
which is down
Alright.
here. I mean, you would see the stables on your map.
Okay. So then I will make my way towards. I guess I'll make my way kind of towards the stables, and I'll let Glyphra know. Since we have that thing.
Okay.
Because if they're both heading towards to the if Irene and is heading to the storage, I probably shouldn't be heading towards storage, although it would be funny.
So, as you're about to head to storage, Hemsworth kind of walks off. You all hear something that is a little unnatural. At first, you think it's like a large howl of wind. I want everybody to go ahead and give me a wisdom perception check.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, wait, you said
9.
perception. My bad. Hold on.
18.
It's not gonna matter, but 8.
With the 18, you're the first to recognize that sounds like a dragon. And as for you to hear that within here, that is a substantial dragon.
I say to
hear
the
suddenly alarms go off within the Revels End. People are guards are yelling, dragon, white dragon, get to arms now. As suddenly everybody is in a mad frenzy.
I look right at Arena and Gunro and say, "Now's our chance." Gunro, tell the others that let's new plan. Let's break out the prisoner while this dragon is attacking.
Are we
What
gonna
do you-
be able to get the
Yeah.
boat here in time?
Hey, just whatever. We'll worry about that later. We'll just say we were in a panic. Dragon. We had dragon fear. I don't know what happened. Whatever.
Like, no,
Dragon. What the dragon?
time
the dragon.
to leave.
Well, I'm just a cook. I don't know anything about dragons.
So,
All right.
people are running about Vanya and Gazavir. You see that Hemsworth is now ran into the center. Guards are heading up the central staircase to the top of the roof. Others are taking left, right, and center every corner of this place as alarms are blaring, lights are flashing. What do the two of you do? Because you're basically
Could I ask
in front
a
of each
question?
other. Oh yeah, go ahead. Ask me a question.
Glenroe's a fairy. How big is that in D&D?
In D&D, he is considered small. Let me go ahead and pull Fairy up real quick on another tab.
All right, I'm just not familiar with that character type.
It's relatively new. Since give me a second. I'm guessing anywhere between like 2.5 to 3 feet, probably around the 2.5 mark. They're not like tiny. They're small. So they're not like pixies or anything. But he's definitely your
okay.
smallest individual.
Okay, I'll let you go back to it, but I wanted to, in case I want to hide him or whatever on me with a blanket or something.
I mean, he does have invisibility.
Has invincibility.
Yes, invisibility is a very effective spell for a person who can fly. Like, exceptionally good spell.
I'll leave that up to him, but in case he doesn't want to do that, that's my option. Are we going to go or not?
And what is Stitch up to at this point? Sorry, I haven't gotten back to Stitch at all. Stitch, you hear this going on. People are in kind of a panic.
Oh, what the hell? I'll just make my way to prisoner 13's cell, open the door, threaten her at dagger point, saying, "You're coming out with me now."
So you see that Stitch. Imagine that the two of you aren't literally standing in the same place. You do see Stitch moving by, going towards prisoner 13, and she's just like, "Oh, would you like to have me make more of a tizzy? I don't think you would do well. There's a lot of guards, and even with the dragon, I don't think you have I'm assuming your friends are here for me. If they have what I want, I'll go with them. Otherwise, you hold that up to my neck any longer. You'll have several swords to yours. Vanya and Gazimir, you see this going on right now.
Oh. We'll do money. Okay, new plan. We do this now. It's now or never.
All right. Well,
We have to stop Stitch. All right, let's go.
So
And we're off.
you head up. Vanya, you do technically have what she's looking for.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Vanya's just gonna like grumble about it and just like go.
So the rest of you, what are you up to at this moment?
We're gonna fucking head to the cell, or at least Irina is.
What? Yeah. And like by the time there's like people like cast invisibility on myself, and then leave and head to the place where the target is
yeah.
All right.
Same here.
So you all
with
head out.
invisibility on it.
As you're moving through in this chaos, many people aren't even paying attention to you, but a couple of the guards do spot what's going on and are looking confused. What are you all doing?
Is it a couple guards or is it just this guard right now?
A couple guards. I'm gonna pull out like everybody who's essentially out right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to GM info overlay.
Rick, how long are we planning on going tonight, by the way?
Well, this should hopefully finish up pretty quickly, considering what's going on.
Irina's just gonna be like, "Come on, we have to get up the tower." And I'm just like moving to the door, to the guards.
All right, give me a second. I'm gonna add turn. I didn't want to add turn.
Which one?
Add them to the token.
Which of them is between Zara, Stitch, and Vanya? Which one of them are bigger? Which one's the biggest?
So you're asking who's the biggest of Vanya, Stitch, and who?
Zara.
Stitch and Zara?
That's who, basically,
I don't know.
that Gaz is gonna try to, like, hide behind, kind of, to not notice another Irina.
Vanya's 5'7" and very skinny, so I would not pick her.
Okay.
You get the feeling that you've at least got two people at this point coming at you, saying, "What in the hell are you doing?" As other guard, like there's tons of guards about, but most of them are completely distracted. You're forced to act right now, whatever you're gonna do.
I'm gonna use. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jake. You go.
I'm gonna use it's not a concentration spell, is it? Is it concentration?
I don't know, what is it?
While he's thinking of that, I look at
It
the
is
guard.
not. I'm gonna use two of the charges of my Eyes of Charming on these two guards.
Okay. That's DC 13, right?
Nice.
DC
Nice.
13. Yeah.
All right. So, veteran wisdom saving throw. A 9 and a natural 20. One of them is like, kind of blinks.
Hey, hold on, real quick. Go front. Don't forget you roll those two 20. So if one of them is lower, you can make that one not have the nat 20.
Oh yeah. What?
Oh, yeah.
Glenro, what are your portents?
Or 7.
Oh yeah, divination. I just remember they had that. Was it?
You had a 1 and a 7
Oh, yeah,
for your rolls.
what is it?
Oh,
So yeah, you could literally give him a 1 right now. You realize what's going on. Irina's
I
done this
would just use
before.
the 7. That would fail
Let's
too.
just Smack the 7 on there, keeping the 1 in case the dragon tries to blow anyone up or something.
So at that
well, they
moment,
only have 13.
so at that moment
So-
they both fail. So it's a 9 and a 7. You notice Irina Glenro back you up like he has done before in the past, and forces that guard to fail. As what do you say at this point, Irina?
We're getting the prisoners to a safe spot. You don't want them dying on your watch, do you? Now get up the fucking tower and kill that dragon, or at least scare it off.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they run off. You successfully pushed these 2 guards off for the moment.
Yeah.
That lasts for an hour.
Yep. At least for those 2
So-
guards. So what do you guys do? You got to move fast, or else you're
Yeah.
gonna catch more guards' attention at this point.
Yep, let's get the fucking prisoner out of here.
I imagine
Yep.
one of you contacts the boat.
Yeah.
The person's like yelling, "Yeah, get the fuck out here now! We don't want to be spotted. This is a bad situation."
Let's go.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
and
but
I'm just gonna
go.
say, roll me a. This guy sees you. Double takes, prisoner 13 as you're basically dragging her along. Vanya, I'm assuming you've already shown prisoner 13 that you have the book.
Yep.
She reaches for it immediately. She says, "You give it to me now, or else I do not follow you."
All right. I'm gonna look at Glenro and use the mind thing and tell him to just cast sleep on her.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Sleep time. Sleep them.
Sleeps. Oh, go night.
We're all gonna just punch her until she's asleep. That
Go
doesn't
to
work. Like,
sleep.
we're always gonna keep punching her until she sleeps. Like,
Yeah, no, she's very hardy. That 22, she's, "Oh, honey, that is not enough. Just give me the goddamn book. That's all you need to do."
Why are we just keeping it from her? And Vanya just gives it to her.
She looks at it. "Very good. Let's get going."
And I'm just gonna interpose myself between myself and the guard, or between the guard and everyone else.
The guard recognizes what's going on, and he's charging at you at this point.
Okay, I'll swing at him.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go into a rage and swing at him.
All right. He's gonna go for a swing at you as well.
Wild magic effect.
Hell yeah.
I rolled a 2. Oh fuck. Oh. I rolled a 2, so I can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space I can see.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm not gonna use it at the moment, but until my rage ends, I can keep doing it.
Okay.
oh,
Who's in the lead? Is it? I'm guessing Zara is the one taking the lead on you guys.
Yeah, you got it. That's fine.
And I'm
I'm
doing
fast.
a reckless attack too.
All right.
So 17 to hit.
17 to hit. That just hits.
Ooh, 13 points of slashing.
13 points of slashing. He gets an 18 to hit you for 6, which was reduced to 3.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna have to try harder than that, love.
You son of a bitch. Traitors!
I'm a daughter of a bitch.
Gaz would like
At
to
this point,
taste
he's basically yelling intruders as you're all escaping. Gazavir, you go for like a shocking grasp.
Oh no, it's my lightning launcher.
Oh, so you go for the lightning launcher as you're passing
Yeah.
by.
Oh. I'm guessing 11 misses. My
Yeah,
rolls are not good.
unfortunately, 11 misses.
Okay, well then my let's see. I can have my homunculus do a little forceful shot on him too. That's homunculus is gonna come out to play. Why not?
All right, homunculus takes a shot. Zara,
As
as you
well.
leave, you notice two guards flip around and see you all. I'm gonna take some of these guards, and they're not here. See, there's two guards right there, as the rest of them are off shooting. You run out, and you hear a splitting roar as these two guards kind of cover their ears. I want you to go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw as the first person coming out. This is an ancient white dragon.
That's me, right?
Yeah, you're the first one heading out. I'm assuming you're kind of leading at this point. So that should be checking the DC on that. I should probably have a little bit of suspenseful music going on here. So Frightful Presence, DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
That failed.
Failed. You are feared, but so are both the guards. So shit's weird right now. Only one guard right now is not feared.
Dragon.
So you're fighting at disadvantage, and so are they. So you run out. All right. I'm gonna kind of stick this between who also. What was the attack to hit? Forceful strike 12. Yeah, that does not hit.
Yeah, no.
Stitch, do you try to do anything? Vanya, Glenroe, and Zara.
At this point, I reassembled my rapier that was using as my leg brace, and having go at the nearest adversary.
That's the ancient white dragon. I'm joking.
Oh wait, it slipped and hit you.
That is actually because he's feared. I'm going to give you that advantage. So you do hit.
Nice.
For 9 points of piercing. He stumbles back a bit and just yells, "What the fuck?" Oh wait, why did I put Vanya there? That was supposed to be Stitch.
Ah, now I can see everything.
All right, Gazavir, what are you? Or yeah, we already did you. Vanya, what are you trying to do as you all escape? Is there anything you're trying to do to help?
One moment. Let me look over my spells here real quick.
Ah. Please.
I don't think there's really anything I can do, to be honest.
Okay. So you're kind of just running along. Let's see, what do you got going on here?
She's glancing around for Hemsworth, I'll tell you that.
You look back, and he's firing arrows from the roof. Most of them are bouncing off this, but every once in a while you hear a roar of annoyance from the dragon as let's go ahead and do this real quick. Slash roll 16d8.
Oh no, is he about to get fried? Cold. He's about to get frozen.
Constitution saving throw.
Flash frozen sounds like.
He manages to withstand the brunt of the damage, but he does take a considerable amount as this goes through. You see many guards nearly killed by this at the top, but he's fighting pretty valiantly.
Is his face messed up?
He's definitely bloodied right now, and he does look like he has this cut across his face. He's bleeding pretty profusely.
She smiles and keeps running.
Okay. You, I would say, probably get to the crane at this point, and you know that this thing needs to be operated down somehow. One of you technically has Featherfall.
I do. I mean, we could use Featherfall.
Yeah, and one of you is able to fly. Glenroe, is there anything you're doing at this point?
No, other than getting to the ship faster, because there's a dragon. I don't want to be here anymore.
All right, so there's nothing you try to do at that moment?
No, nothing specific.
Okay, then we'll go back to Irina. This guy is yelling. You see other guards coming up behind. He goes for another 2 attacks at you for 11 and 21. The 21 will hit you for 8, reduced to 4. And this other guard goes for a heavy crossbow at you, which misses.
Nice.
All right, what are you doing at this point? You see that everybody's basically ran through.
Can this door be closed behind me?
Yeah.
I'm just going to basically run this way. I know I'll take an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
But I'm going to run down the hall.
Uh-huh.
So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So they see me go that way, and then I'm just going to use my little bonus action teleport to teleport.
So he's chasing after you.
And close the door behind me.
He runs that direction,
And,
you poof out of existence. He's, wait, what? What the fuck? Looks around.
And I'm just going to close this door.
I imagine you press the button as well, and it locks it.
Yup.
So he's pissed as he starts banging on the door.
Get bamboozled, idiot.
He missed with
That was a good
attack.
one.
Yeah, so you run out there. There are some guards out there at the moment. It looks like Vanya's basically... Are you just telling them to jump? Are you telling people to jump at this point?
Yep.
All right.
You can cast Featherfall on multiple people?
Yeah, you can cast Featherfall up to a lot of people.
Wow.
Higher levels is more
Oh, yeah.
people.
Let's see. I can cast Featherfall on at max right now.
5 falling creatures within a range. So technically, you have one that already flies, which is, yeah your fairy, so you don't need to do it to him.
I don't need it on myself because I have Boots of Levitation.
Yep, so you could literally do everybody else.
Slay. Perfect. Let's do that.
Slay.
Slay.
So you all go sprinting off. Some of the guards slashing at you, and even if they hit, they're not going to take you down at this point. As you go jumping, the wind's howling. I want each and every one of you to go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Sweet.
I almost rolled a fucking D12 instead.
Rolled that one. Oh my god, that wasn't the only one.
Alright, let's go. Come on. Come on, Gaz.
Use luck point,
Acrobatics.
right?
Ugh.
Yeah, you can use luck point to take that 16.
Dirty
Okay.
20, baby.
All right, so
9.
So I got a 7, but it was nat 1, so it's automatic failure.
all right.
Or whatever.
Well, you do get blown off course, and you are floating towards the glaciers here. And you end up hitting those, taking no damage, but you're kind of stranded out there for the moment as one of you falls in the water. It's rather cold, and you can end up getting hypothermia pretty quickly. I'm going to say, who all got knocked off course? Kazavir, you got knocked off course. Teresa, you did not. So
I think I did. I rolled a
yeah.
9.
So yeah, you got knocked off course.
Holy shit.
Gazavir, you got knocked off course. And where are you, Zara? You got knocked off course by the wind.
Where is the boat?
I don't have a thing for the boat right now. So give me a moment. I could probably pull it out of my library real quick. That's not it.
Just put a VW bus token on there and call it good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I could pull this out.
Perfect. That's our kind of boat.
There you go. There's
Nice.
your boat. So the boat is kind of slamming up against here as Vanya, layer, not a layer to front, so that you're on top of it rather than behind it. Prisoner 13, front. This guard is going to take a swipe at one of you. He takes a, yeah, he's going to take a swipe at you, Vanya. 18 and a 24 to hit. I think those both hit, so that's a total of 12 slashing against you as you come into a stumble onto the boat. Stitch, you get past, and those other guys are feared and kind of like not after you at the moment. They're freaking out. Glenroe, you literally just fly above them. It's not even a problem. But
Yep.
you do notice that those 3 have veered off course, the 4 of you. Do you try to do anything to help them as the boat moves forward?
I can throw ropes at them.
I imagine, yeah, you could tie, say, like a dagger to it, and with the weight of that, you could possibly get one of them catch it.
I better leave the sheath on it, otherwise I'm gonna poke them.
I will suggest do me because I can help them out with another rope that I have. It's a rope of climbing, so I can like make a command and go out and reach to them.
All right, so go ahead and dexterity save 14. It would just be, I want to see like an attack roll from you, Teresa. Or I should say Stitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ask me, you shall
that's
receive.
initiative, but it's still, I think, the same modifiers. So yeah, I'm not even going to say Gazavir has to roll to catch that. Literally, it's just perfect throw, lands in your hand. You're technically floating at the moment. Gazavir, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get my rope of climbing out as I'm going through and throw it to have it go to one of them, and then
Which one?
have it pull them. I think. Well, Irina's more sturdy than Zara, huh?
Much more sturdy.
Yeah, I'll throw it to Zara for sure. Then.
Oh, and Irina,
Like-
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
you
I
could
love
just
you,
teleport.
Irina, but you know.
I don't think I can because my rage would have probably ended because I didn't attack or take damage.
Let's see.
You could have been stabbing yourself.
Could I have teleported to get myself on course? I know it's a little late.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. I could say you did that. So you teleported to get yourself on course. You hit the ground, realizing you're veering off. So you're not even a problem at this point.
Okay.
So you're on the
On the boat.
and then you all pull them in as you just manage to get out the dragon roaring. As it eventually goes away, you see that several people have died at this point up top, but you have succeeded in getting prisoner 13 out of Revels End.
Hell yeah. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, we did it.
Yep, you did it.
We did it.
All right.
Lo hicimos. We did it.
All right. Well, thank you everyone who was able to join. Anybody who is watching this video after the fact, looking forward to Honor Among Thieves coming out on the 31st of this month. This was recorded on the 25th, so I'm hoping to get it out soon. And you all have a wonderful evening, and thank you for joining us once again. Familiar Evils out. Peace.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Yep, like and subscribe.